Liberia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Monrovia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Africa. Just to spoon, you will know. If the children crying for starvation, just to spoon. You want to get a news update, my brother, to spoon. You want to know what is happening in Monrovia, to spoon. Politicians want to make their decision, just to spoon. You want to know what happening in the ministry, to spoon. To spoon. To spoon. You from Fonjema, Maryland, to spoon. To spoon. If you eat kepan, gradually, my brother, to spoon. You got a spoon TV, you got a spoon radio, to spoon. To spoon. You wanna get a news update, to spoon. What? Yeah, Rastafari. Kilibamba, 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 kilibamba. What I want? Yes, what you got today? Spoon TV. Yes, what you got today? Spoon TV. Spoon Bada. Skidibidi dabado. Spoon TV. Spoon Entertainment. Kua. Bese kua, kudileo. Kudileo. Todo spoon. Yes, what you information. Todo spoon. Yes, what you Spoon television. Yes, Spoon radio station. Spoon television.
Yes, sir. A special one from the CEO, Stan coming with the spoon. And your boy, Friday the Southern Band. Charges on the beat.
To the spoon to get your information. To the spoon to be part of my discussion. Spoon television. Spoon radio station.
Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Liberia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Monrovia.
I'm Henry Costa, a Liberian talk show host and political activist. Doesn't matter how you voted the first round, but now in this second round you must vote for peace and stability. We cannot afford to go back to refugee camps, and so we must vote against the CDC, a party that has shown to present nothing, no ideas, just a reminder of the old days. As you walk into that booth on election day, think about those we lost to the same kind of evil and stop it in its tracks.
Johnson Sirleaf and George Manewia, I, Henry Pedro Lobe Costa, am on Ellen Johnson Sirleaf's side. Ellen, as long as you can bring George Weah down, Omar, I will be for you. I will stand with you. I will not talk bad about you. Let me say again. So y'all go tell that she my second pool. All of you know that one. But as long as Ellen Johnson Sirleaf can use her contacts, her experience, her political intuition, first of all, she's the best Liberian politician in the last 30 or 40 years, right? And it means she did a great job as leader. That's why I say, she also said no, she didn't do fusa. But I said this, as long as Dawo can bring the board down, can tell the American people that are coming to power here in 30 days, Biden will be president. Me and Ellen, that my Oma. Y'all go tell Ellen, yeah? Ben go tell Ellen say, Costa will be on your side. If this citizen body open their dirty mouth, they say anything to you, I will fight for you. All I want Ellen to do, the only way me and Ellen will smoke a peace pipe is when Ellen bring the board down. All the things that Ellen there will pull it behind me. I will not. And I know they're going to tell her. They don't know what to tell the video to Ellen. But you tell her, Oma, as long as Ellen can bring the board down, use her contacts in DC, especially with the new government, the Democratic government that's coming to power, I will be in the Oma corner. Because you know why? Let me tell you something. George Weah is a greater disappointment than anybody else. First of all, I'm not talking about Ellie. If you expected I will come for more Ellie, I'm not talking bad about the Oma. And you understand? The Oma will bring the ball down. Y'all go tell Ellie, from today, I wanted to say stupidation, but you know I say I will not say that again. Any sedition that put their more on Ellie, I say the small, tiny one. I said
Anybody who believes that Weah is a savior and that is going to vote for Weah, they are a stupidician. I do not regret calling them that. That's what they are. With all that we see in the country, and anybody who continues to think that George Weah is their savior and George Weah will redeem them, that person deserves to be called what they are, a stupidician. That person has decided to resign their God-given intelligence and take up a cortex, and they have assumed an ideology of courtism. You are a member of a courtist organization. That anybody would be following this man after all that he's done as president for 5 years, and you yet believe that he is a good man. You do not have rights to feed your kids, and you sit there and you say he's a good leader, and he tells you those who say rice is not in the country, they are lying. They are opposition. It's street gossip when even his own people cannot find rice to eat. And you call this man a leader? He is not a leader. He is a joker. He is a joker. And if you call him a savior, then you are doomed. You are doomed.
George Weah, you watching the video, you are a dirty, nasty Gibraltar pig. P-I-G, if you don't know how to spell pig, P-I-G, pig. That's what you are. A dirty, nasty, sleazy scum of the earth, Gibraltar pig, who will steal.
Yo, they say from the tree can bang, can break, yo. Well, thank you, Honorable stand-up of the ALP. Man can't talk all. Platform guys. Listen, gentlemen. ALP not come by again, say. This time around, you're not going to go catch your puta. ALP not come by again, say. This time around, you're not going to go catch your puta. ALP not come by again, say. This time around, you're not going to go catch your puta.
We must apply the same approach to human rights as Liberia's justice sector works to address reported cases of gender-based violence, some of the worst forms of child labor and human trafficking, as well as the legacy of war crimes. These abuses must be confronted for their own sake, as well as to ensure a broader system of accountability, good governance, and rule of law.
ALP not come by again, say. This time around, you're not going to go catch your puta. ALP not come by again, say. This time around, you're not going to go catch your puta.
Johnson Sirleaf and George Manewia, I, Henry Pedro Lobe Costa, am on Ellen Johnson Sirleaf's side. Ellen, as long as you can bring Joria down, Omar, I will be for you. I will stand with you. I will not talk Bible you. Hey, let me say again. So y'all go tell that she my second pool. All of you know I want it. But as long as Ellen Johnson Sirleaf can use her contacts, her experience, her political intuition, first of all, she's the best Liberian politician in the last 30 or 40 years, right? It means she did a great job as leader. That's why I say, she also know she didn't do fusa. But I said this, as long as Dawo can bring the board down, can tell the American people they're coming to power here in 30 days, Biden will be president. Me and Ellen, that's my Oma. Y'all go tell Ellen, yeah? Benson, go tell Ellen, say, Costa will be on your side. If this citizen body open their dirty mouth, they say anything to you, I will fight for you. All I want Ellen to do, the only way me and Ellen will smoke a peace pipe is when Ellen bring the board down. All the things that Ellen did, I will pull it behind me. I will not. And I know they're going to tell her. They don't know what to tell the video to Ellen. But you tell her, Oma, as long as Ellen can bring the board down, use her contacts in DC, especially with the new government, the Democratic government that's coming to power, I will be in the Oma corner. Because you know why? Let me tell you something. Joria is a greater disappointment than anybody else. First of all, I'm not coming to Nepal. I'm not talking bad about Ellie. If you expected I will camp more Ellie, I'm not talking bad about the Oman. And you understand? The Oman will bring the ball down. Y'all go tell Ellie from today.
Speak to the people
I wanted to say.
They have been elected. They're waiting for the inaugural. The people don't want to vote for their business. I'm not here for our business. I'm not going to bring division in the country. So long they have said that to me, and I believe Musa Belete is my candidate. And he is
legislative. It's legislative.
What's man? Latin Allah. I know our rules more than all the people that have been there for. I want to take them to court that all win them. I know our rules more than the people that have been there for 3-4 times. There's nothing in our rule that talk about new person. Nothing in the rules. The constitution don't restrict people. When somebody should vote for you, who they should vote for? Then you say, our rule, new man. What they call new man? They made some lawmaker he was elected. And he got my vote. Oh yeah, he got my vote.
Yes. I'm gonna call him Sylvester Churuple. Just a few days.
What I spoken by is only good.
So just a foreign journalist. Just a few days.
They are not journalists.
Just a few days.
And now you are we don't know.
Just a few days ago, you told the Liberian people that you were not going to run campaign for the Unity Party or Ambassador Joseph Boakai. Yeah. Now you are telling the Liberian people again that you have somersaulted and you are going to run campaign for the Unity Party, Ambassador Joseph Boakai. What makes you to, I mean, the public wants to know.
There's nothing wrong with it. Have you reconciled? I'm not reconciled. The Lebron have given me instruction.
So have the executive members of the Unity Party respected?
I don't have to see them. I think they struggle for the Lebron people.
Have you blocked on the loan?
I did that a long time. Call me. I'll call him. I'm a traditional person.
What do you make of Cooper Pastor statement?
No, man. I want Cooper Pastor somewhere. I'm more credible.
Yes, sir. A special one from the CEO, stand coming with the spoon. And your boy, Friday the Southern Band. Charges on the beat.
To the spoon to get your information. To the spoon to be part of our discussion. Spoon television. Spoon radio station.
Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Liberia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Morovia.
Come around the cash à la Bugasi. All right. Okay, guys. Good evening. Good afternoon. Despite where you're watching us from, we are here today.
Moba, are you here with us?
Yeah, I'm here, bro. I'm here. I'm
okay,
here.
so
That's it. I'm there here for like 10 minutes. I'll join you right away. I got an emergency call to go to my job and do some stuff quick. So I'm there here for like 10 minutes because I'm home. But I just received a
Okay.
call. So let me just, let the show start and I will go settle that issue, but I will be the work now and then join you guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
So thank you. Thanks to you guys. And let me say welcome to all of you. Uh some due to some technical reasons, I'm in the position I'm in now, but it's good that we're here. Raymond, welcome to the show. Uh
Thank you very much.
I see Sharif. Sharif,
Please
welcome
share the
as well.
show. Share the show, people.
I share the show to 150 groups, bro.
So let me also welcome Abraham, our brother AB, and welcome to Alfred as well.
Thank you.
Let's hope we can have a great conversation here tonight. As you know, lots of things happening in the country, and we are just days away from the long-awaited runoff election in our country. Um, Liberians across the country will be going to the polls on the 14th of November to cast their votes. And so it's important that we continue the national discourse. It's important that we keep having the conversations, talking about those issues that borders around the very future of our country, the decision-making process, and every single step along the way. So again, I want to say welcome to everyone, and I hope our folks joining us tonight can share the link in
Yep.
the different chat
Group
rooms.
chat, yep.
Yeah, the group chats. George Wheeler says he wants to see me. Josh, come on the show. Don't be asking to see me, my brother. Come on the show. Okay, so yes. So today we're gonna start in an unusual way. For a couple of days now, we've been affording the opportunity to our guys out there to talk about what's on their minds. But I want us to start from right on set. Um, let's do 1 minute each to talk about what's on our minds. So maybe we can start with you, Mobile, then we will go across. Let me
Yeah.
post the link now in
Thank
the
you.
comment
Thank
section.
you, Nelson.
In case you're out there, you want to join the show, kindly click on the link that I'm posting in the comment section now, and you'll be able to join us. And we ask that you share the program as well as you come on. So, Mobile, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, Nelson, for a 40-minute time. Well, today what on my mind? The voting process is on my mind. Protecting our vote is on my mind. And the well-being of all Liberians in Liberia is on my mind. More especially the people who can afford their children's school fee. People who can afford meal for their children. They're all on my mind. But we got a measure for them. And the measure is simple. November 14th. Go to the pool and make a right decision for your children's future. More especially, don't vote for nobody besides JMP. If you think the life you're living today, look at your left. Look at your left, Liberians. Look at your security sector. Look at your hospital. You can't even afford for your children to go to school no more. Your husband, your wife's salary have been cut. 75%, 25% can't even pay rent. They can't even buy burger rice. Remember, you're buying burger rice a few years ago. You're buying burger rice for like maybe 2,000 or 1,000, but now you're buying burger rice almost 5,000 United States. Liberian dollars. Put all those things into consideration, my Liberian people. Y'all go to the pool and make the difference. The people came in this country to loot, more especially the seditions, the reactions, more especially the people who work in the government. Liberians, y'all that in the country, more especially, let me talk to the sedition today. Costa was nowhere. He insulted the government for 5 good years. Costa insulted the government for 5 good years. You guys are on the sun, under the ring, preaching the message of George Manning Weah. Arguing with people. Some of your family members can't even talk to y'all. But the government gave Costa 60K just for endorsement one day, and you guys were under the ring People beat you, people curse you, people say a lot of things to you. You think about that. And you look at your life today. Half
Thank
of you
you.
look at your life. Let me conclude by saying this. Half of you look at your life today. You watch your life. You see your own life today. You see your life. But Costa gets 60,000 United States dollars with him in your package, 60. And you guys suffer all day. A lot of insult. A lot of people insulted you. All I can tell you, you use your head, you use your mind. Go to the pool, vote
Thank
against
you. Let's hold you
George
there.
Weah and vote Joseph Yuma Bwaka for a better Liberia. Thank
Thanks
you.
a lot. I saw Maggie on. What happened? She went back off. Let me welcome our sister Hannah. Hannah Sa, thanks for joining us.
I got
But AB, let's hear from you. What's on your mind, AB?
I mean, what is on my mind is you guys hearing me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, what is on my mind is for me to be able to motivate and encourage our Liberian people on November 14.
1 minute. Nelson, I'm about to leave right now. I will join you guys. The moment I reach, I will get in studio.
That's
I got
great.
an emergency call to my
great.
job. I got to
Okay.
go handle some issues. All right.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
What is on my mind right now at this time is for me to be able to encourage our brothers and sisters for them to vote number 1. Because when you vote number 2, that invalid vote, and you don't want your vote to be counted as invalid vote.
No, AB, as much as we on the radio, we have to set certain things right. Number 1, number 2 may not be the favorite number, but we have to, again, educating our public is a part of it. We have to let them know that it's actually not invalid, but it's a number that AB doesn't want you to vote for. So AB best option for the ballot is that you should vote for number 2. Yeah,
Okay.
so
Okay.
for the sake of the audience.
Okay. I will say it differently. My Liberian people, you hear me? They think here is between life and death. When you tell the number 2, that your life will remain the same way. But when you tell the number 1, your life will be able to improve. So I'm motivating and encouraging all of my brothers to vote number 1. That is what is on my mind at this time. Thank you.
Okay, so then we'll move to our brother Konowa. Alfred, go ahead. Let's hear you. Toure, welcome to the show. Thanks for joining us.
Good evening, my Liberian people. Good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are watching us from. Nothing today, what's on my mind has to do with the economy of our country. We are in November. People have worked in our country for the last 11 months, and there is nothing to show in terms of their improvement in their own life. People have become beggars in our country. People that used to afford before, people that were taking care of people, today they have become beggars. And this is leading to serious health crisis in our country. And if this issue is not addressed, people are traumatized. The whole country. If I've been watching social media these few days, when small things spark up, when you see reaction from Liberians, whether both old or young, it tells you that we have a lot of work to be done in our country. People are traumatized. Can you imagine you wake up in the morning, you get 3 children, and you don't even know where the first meal will come from for them in the morning. You don't even know when you go out there, you'll be successful for the end of the day to put food on the table. That's what concerns me this evening. And I think right now, as we go to these elections, Mr. Joseph Yuma Bwaka is the right alternative for a new Liberia. We cannot afford to miss this opportunity. We have been warned many times by our greatest ally, the United States. The ambassador said we should seize the moment. Look at our hospitals in the country, no drugs.
20 seconds. 20 seconds.
That is what on my mind. So tonight, I'm here tonight to really talk about the JMB manifesto, and I will be very specific to look at Pillar 1 today to be able to
Okay.
share with our people exactly what Joe Biden will do when he becomes president. That's what
Thank
I'm
you.
saying.
Alfred, you want to remove your
Okay.
yeah, okay. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Let me welcome Francis to the show. Francis, thanks for
Good
joining
evening,
us.
everyone.
And I see Mikey. Mikey wants to come on, but Mikey, you have to make sure that you are not in the car. You are not joining us from in the car. We don't take people from in the car. So we're hopeful that you can adjust. Just get in a better position, and then you can join us. We appreciate that the efforts being made, and I see a lot of folks are trying to come in. But let's hear from you, Sharif. What's on your mind before going to Raymond, and then to Ray, and then Francis?
Yeah, so I wanted to discuss the tourism sector in our country,
Mhm.
and it's one of the pillar of the Unity Party. And then for the rescue team, if you look at our country, if you're driving around Monrovia, there's a dirt everywhere. Um, the city is not cleaned, and how do we attract tourists to visit our country? And we have to understand that you look at Dubai, for example, or not even, let's not go that far. Let's look at Rwanda, for example. Rwanda now is one of the epic center when it comes to tourism. They generate millions of dollars, hundreds of millions every single year from tourism revenue. How we as Liberians we cannot tap into that. This is why JMB put that in his agenda. And how can we look at an existing problem and then turn it into a solution? We look at the garbage crisis that we have. Anywhere you turn in Monrovia, there's a trash everywhere. What can we do and transform those trash to generate energy? That way further boost our electricity capacity in the country and also provide employment for our people. This comes from someone who has the plan and which is JMB. He's the only person that has that in his plan, and to him and to the campaign and for the better part of Liberia, this is something that the country can tap into. We have a lot of places. We have like the Patawi waterfall. You have like other major places in the
Okay.
country that we can also use to attract tourism in our country. So
Thank you.
this is the word that I wanted to discuss, and the only person who can implement that is Jocelyn Mabwaka, and I want you all to vote Jocelyn
Thanks a
Mabwaka
lot.
on November 14th. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Sharif. Raymond, I want you to take your 1 minute. What's on your mind? Just to our audience.
What's on my Liberian people is the state of our country. How the people we care about, those who we know, those we grew up with, our family, our friends, our relatives, have to endure abject poverty, where there's no drugs at the very hospitals, where the roads are very terrible. You can't even commute from one location to another. Neither goods nor services can leave one location to another. Yet, the amount of money that's changing hands for political patronism, for so-called endorsement, where a family can be reduced to buka fish, insulting them only for the love of money. Yet a government that the people trusted, gave their vote to and gave their support to guard the country, to lead the country, to change things. Because when they came in, they said hope for change. Yet the people got no more hopes. People are living in hopeless situations and conditions. The only people who get money are people who will go do so-called endorsement, where cash changing hands. The government neglects you, make you poor, and so that they can use you and control you just for little money. That every politician who lack integrity, who don't have conscience, who don't have goodwill, chasing after the money, don't even care on the living condition of the people. But what's on my mind tonight is that the power is inherent in the people. When the people who've been overlooked, when the people who've been abused, resolve and vote
the change will come. Every revolution starts with a problem, and the solution to the problem is the decision of the people who say, I will make a change and stand up for what's right. And now is the time. Vote one. Vote the change that you desire. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Raymond. Let's move to Toure. Toure, what's on your mind, sir? And then we'll take Francis after Toure.
What's on my mind? First thing first, good afternoon, good evening, good morning to our viewers here in America and around the world. What's on my mind? Nelson, I am ecstatic. I am excited about the pending but not official endorsement coming from ACO to Unity Party. That is on my mind. That is huge. That's an endorsement that you can believe in. That is an endorsement that is genuine from a base, from a constituent base that is reliable. So I'm very much excited about that. I know the official announcement have not been made, but I've said this a couple of weeks ago that under no condition, with all of the prevailing circumstances that are there right now, that ACO will in any way entertain endorsing CDC. And all those that are there right now, there are a lot of disenchanted youth that are saying, oh, that's not the right decision. And I ask them, where is your cultural value? Where is your religious value? Because under no circumstances with the leadership of ACOP that I know, Alhaji Loseni Kamara, the men that have laid eyes on a Kaaba, that's in Mecca, will come here and endorse a CDC-led government that have subjected the Liberian people to kush, extrajudicial killing, ritualistic killing. With everything that we know that this government have subjected our people to, Oloseni Kamara will come and endorse this government. That is beneath him. It does not in any way match his integrity, his cultural value, religious value. We belong to a religion that says, take care of the least among you, the vulnerable among you. Have this administration done anything to doing that? But rather they have taken advantage of the people. So no, ACO was not in any way, and nobody should say, oh, the assault or the action that CDC took by vandalizing ACO headquarters during that closing ceremony playing any role into ACO endorsing Unity Party. It has zero. Plus that minus that action has already been taken. So that has zero role. It did not play anything into this endorsement. So that's what is on my mind. And I can't wait for that press conference tomorrow. And I'm excited because that right there, I just giving Honorable Joseph Numa Boaka and Jeremiah Kun a step into the effort that will liberate Liberia and Liberians forever. Thank you very much.
Okay, thanks a lot. We're going to move to Francis. I see our two sisters are backstage. And we will bring them on shortly. But let's hear from you, Francis. What's on your mind?
Yeah, good evening, good morning, everyone. Our brother Sharif talk about tourism in Liberia, but I just want to take it one step further and talk about our local artists, those musicians, those actors and actresses in Liberia. A lot of talented people in Liberia, but their talent is being wasted. They are not making any money. I'll just give a common example. When MC Cairo and Panto came to America, right? People drove 2-3 hours to go and see them. First, when he performed in Philadelphia, people came from DC, Maryland, Virginia, and saw him and went back the same night. The reason I'm bringing this out is all of the shows in Liberia that I see on social media, I think, are all in Montserrat County. Because the roads are so bad, their fans cannot even come from Cape Mount, cannot even come from Nimba, cannot even come from Sano. You got a person that calls himself Barrow Medicine. But you can see any good thing. Anytime new artists or celebrities come from outside Liberia to perform, it's always in Montserrat County, in Monrovia. Every good thing that happened is in Monrovia. But you sit down in the southeast, you say I want to keep the man in office. You can see nothing good. Nothing good because no role. If they do concert in Sano, who will come there? In River G, Grand Crew, River Cess, Maryland, who will go there? It will take people 2 weeks to drive to Maryland. That place technically will take you maybe, if you start from Montserrat, maybe 10 hours to get there. But it will take you 2 weeks to get there. So I just want to throw more light on the artists because we don't put too much attention and we talk about all the schools. And yeah, all that is good. But entertainment is also a good thing. It makes people feel better. And when you feel better, you forget about your trouble. And all these guys in Liberia are putting their art, their passion into their craft. They need to be supported. Liberia has about 5 million people. But when you throw a concert, sometimes you see 60 people there. People can't even afford to feed themselves. How would they even get there? And because the roads are so bad, people can't even travel. There's no good hotels anyway. So if you leave River G to come to Buchanan for a show, where will you sleep? You see? So all these things, you guys got to take that into consideration. Try to vote right. You gave George Weah a try. 2017, he was a rookie. We said we needed somebody new, right? We put him there. But he already showed you who he is. He's not capable of any kind of change or development. The Byron Madison can't face no role. Don't let it lie to you. That thing that time I get there in my give you say you're breaking ground on that road. I bet you, as soon if you re-elect George Weah, that whole project will stop. You know why? Because the money is all used on that road, they gotta put it in their pocket to replenish all the money used on the election. So do not put them there. They got nothing to lose after the first. When you get a second term, they got nothing to lose because they are looking for re-election after the second term. So please, vote number 1.
Thanks a lot. Now we're gonna bring the rescue missionary, our own sister Amy. Amy, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
But Nancy, where are you? Where are you, Nancy?
No. I'm in an undisclosed location right now.
He gave it us straight.
Yeah,
I'm in an undisclosed location right now, gentlemen. But let me say thank you guys, and I think we in this together. We're here. I mean, welcome to the show. Y'all don't mind to
we're not in INC being together.
But I mean, what's on your mind? Welcome. Take 1 minute to do that. No extension today. If you go above the time, Amy, our dear sister, will mute you.
Thank you very much. Hi, Nelson. Hi, everyone. What's on my mind? Liberia is on my mind. The election is on my mind. And the freedom and liberation of our people is on my mind. I cannot wait till November 14 for our people to go out there and once again make the right decision like they did October 10, because I truly believe they did. And someone tried to say otherwise, but I know they will stand up and go back and do the right thing once more. And which is voting for Joseph Yoma Boakai, number 1, on November 14, and bringing good governance to Liberia, responsible governance, security, and good healthcare, education, and everything that people deserve to have in their life in this 2023, and not still be living like we're still living in the olden age, and just few people who don't care about their people that they're supposed to be leading. They think they're subject to carrying them on their rag like empires and stuff and kings, and they be walking in the mud. But just a human work, I believe in different life for them, and I know that comes November 14, they will want to try something else, something new. You already seen what this president can do, right? And we already seen all these so-called people who care about Liberia. Now they're showing us that only their stomach matters, their family pockets, their pockets matters. They want you to live another 6 more years of suffering. Come to you with a big mouth, pretending to know, be educated, smart, and whatever, and think you're stupid. But I know you will show them that you're not stupid comes November 14th. Thank you, Nelson. Okay, so then maybe I can keep going. So
Just conclude for 20 seconds quickly.
Okay. So yeah, like I was saying, your voting card is your right. Do not let anybody come to you, lie to you, and you sell it to them and give you little 6 cup of rice, thinking they're doing you good. You had 6 years and nobody did that for you. When they're coming now to do it, sending that little right there around to do that, you know what they want. And don't be fooled. That money is your country money. It's not their personal money. Don't let them fool you that they're doing you any favor. If they gave you $25, they give you $50. No one doing you a favor. That is the money from your country that they're wasting as if their father didn't know what making $50 used to look like. So don't even see that, oh, you owe somebody anything when you take that money or whatever. Take it and go in the pool. And fourth, right, which is Joseph Yuma Boakai, number 1 on the ballot, the 2 men, and not the woman and the man. Comes November 14. Show them that you're not stupid, and you will show them that you know better and you will vote better. Thank you. And then, well, when you go there, say Nelson's not ready.
Yeah, the everybody is not in 10 seconds on the Nelson come back.
So say Nelson's not ready to this my birthday. Let me keep talking, and then you go. People in this.
What's the moderator now because you the co-moderator when
Okay.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Okay, so guys, a lot of things happening. I'm trying to bring Justina on, but I don't know what's happening. I hope we can have her. I see Vasco is trying to come on as well.
Well, who is next?
I see. No, basically everyone on set has said what's on their mind. So we're gonna move straightly to this election, folks. I want us to talk about the process. We are aware.
It's my birthday, guys. I was in the plane.
Today is your birthday.
Oh, happy birthday!
It's not.
Oh, come on, man! Stop playing
really?
that.
How we mess with a birthday like that, Amy?
No, because I told Nelson was giving me more time
Like
to talk.
Amy can go to the restaurant and sit at her birthday just to get free dessert.
But Amy, is it really your birthday though, for real?
No, it's not my birthday.
All right, great.
I had more time to talk, so I said it was my birthday.
All right, Amy. Now we know where you coming from. I mean, Nelson, man, where are you, bro?
While Nelson is there trying to say about things, I'm just gonna speak to our people. Tomorrow is the official endorsement ceremony. And all Liberian Coalition Party will be endorsing the Unity Party tomorrow. So we're asking each and every one of you to please troop there, be part of the ceremony, be part of history. Let's make history together. To all of our people at ALCO, we want you to come and join. Your leaders have decided to join the rescue train. And this is about Liberia. This is not about self-interest. We know that there are some elements in the party that maybe just, 1 or 2 people. But again, this is democracy. They're all going to join with, as time comes. So we're asking each and every one of you, go there. You don't have to be an Akopian. Just go and be there and witness history unfolding. And also, let's support the movement. This is about Liberia. This is not about individual. Let's rescue our country from the mess that we're in currently. So please go out there tomorrow. It's going to be around Ghannasville. I think it's a Ghannasville Junction, something like that. So the endorsement ceremony will be there tomorrow. Go there and show support to ARCO as they officially endorse Unity Party tomorrow. Thank you.
Okay, anybody else have?
Yeah, I
Go ahead,
mean,
Princess.
we still on what's on our mind, right?
Well, until he can come with the topic.
Let's have Miss Cora to say what
Yeah, Miss Cora, go.
Honestly, hi.
Well, Nelson just brought you to yourself, or what?
Happy birthday, Amin.
Oh, Jesus. It's not my birthday, Miss Cora. I was just saying that because I thought I had more time to talk.
Oh,
it is not
Well,
Amin's
anyway,
birthday at all.
Don't be checking that the other political leaders do.
I gotta put my
Okay,
camera up. Saying everybody say happy birthday.
Hi, you were saying what's on my mind, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Really, I've been down these few days. I was I grew up in Tubman, Bourbon County. During the war, when we came to Monrovia, I never used to come to Monrovia. I never knew Monrovia. When we came, we were looking for people to help us to give us food. And we walked towards the Clarendon, the Vartan end there, opposite the Swift Relief Hospital. We went to Joseph Boaka's office. When we went at the office there, everybody was online. And when you go to bed, he will ask you, what can you do? He said, I don't have it, but what can you do? I said, I'm learning as a nurse at Redemption Hospital. He said, and then I said, I want to go to Nigeria. He said, what you want to go do to Nigeria? I said, all my friends going there. He said, is that what you want to do? You already learning to become a nurse aide, that you will help yourself. What you want to go do to Nigeria? I said, I didn't know what to say next. Then he asked my sister what she wanted to do. She said, I can sell fish. He said, I got small money. Go in the market and go start selling fish. And he encouraged me today. I'm a professional person because of Joseph Nima Boaka. Because of Joseph Nima Boaka, I did not go to Nigeria. And then we have a farm land in Caldwell. So they will start building on that land. He gave us ceiling to go and plant on the land. He said, use the ceiling and your plant. You can sell things and survive on the land.
20 seconds.
You know what I mean? We want you to go off.
Go ahead, Cora. You got 20
Oh, no, go ahead.
I just want to say something. And this is a man that made us to become people we are today. And through us, some of us helped the people to go to school. This is a man that you who started to vote, run to become presidents. What setting you aside? All of you had the same goals of removing Josh Manawia. You know that you plan to remove him. What keeping you away? This is a man I support a lot of people. Me, I am proud. I can do anything for Joseph Nima Boaka. I can do anything. I can do it because I know this man can transform the lives of people. If you say you want to remove Opo and Joseph Nima Boaka also have the same goal and objectives. What's stopping you people now to come on board the train? What's stopping you, Alexander B. Cummings? What's stopping you, the rest of the people? What's happening to you guys? If every one of you have the same objective to remove Josh Manuel, we have to improve the lives of people in Liberia. What's stopping you? Is it because you have your other objectives? It is not you. It shouldn't be worker. Let it worker. Let's look at the Liberian people. How many persons out there can eat? How many persons drinking? We in the professional field, we have a place we can build. We call it maternal waiting home. If you're pregnant, you far out from hospital, you used to go to that place and wait until you get in pain, and they will transfer you to the hospital. We can't have it anymore. You know all the things that are happening in Liberia, that people dying. What happened now? What making you gasking that? What's stopping you? Why you can't come on board? Eh?
Thank you.
I can't hear some of this. Why you can't come on board? I can hear stuff. I can hear. But
okay. I got a button here for the people who can hear that button is just put it backstage for me. But I want to say thank you. Thank you
Okay,
for
I
sharing
can
your
hear
thoughts.
because I won't come back. I can hear. I won't come back
I was
again.
saying, I thought the newsmakers liked interesting story. The woman explaining interesting story, you cutting her off.
I know.
Remo,
And then,
no,
you
no
guys gonna teach her
information.
all the
Honestly, Ramon, I
No,
can tell you one other boy has a
Miss-
big room. They call it gangling. He needed to do the debratment. Just like you
thank
know, they
you.
want carry that boy to see relief. I didn't want carry that boy, and then the people did the debratment. That boy today, he went to the school of physician assistant. He important person today. That boy who have died from septicemia. What wrong with the
Thank you.
people? No, thank you.
Thank
I
you,
want
man.
come back again.
Thank you. Thank you. You
Okay.
definitely come
You
back.
will
You
come back
definitely
again. Just
come
hold
back.
on.
But I want to say thank
These
you.
are
Remo,
newsworthy stories, headline
no,
stories,
Remo,
Nelson.
Remo, you are
That
Mr.
Spoon Network
Mr.
should be breaking.
Injection, Mr. Injection, Mr. Information. 1 minute, 10 seconds. No, 1 minute, 10 seconds tonight. Well, let's take Miss Justina. Thanks. Welcome to the show. Let's give you 1 minute quickly because we have to move to our talking points.
Thanks, everybody. And I'm only here just to use that my 1 minute. I'm not here for the show. I'm just here to ask all our Liberians, those of you on social media, to please follow my page tomorrow. We started a very important undertaking tonight, which we cannot discuss on the Spoon Talk or on any of the Spoon Network. So I ask you all to please follow me tomorrow. It is important. It is urgent. It needs our attention in as much that we campaigning for Joseph Yuma Boakai. The same way we put in our energy and our time into advocating for Joseph Yuma Boakai to become president. That is how I want us to put our time and energy into what I started tonight. So those of you on the platform guests tonight, go after the show, go on my page, you will see the video, you will see what we talk about and what we started. And if you're into some of these group chat, you already see what we started there. We ask you all to, do the best you can. Join us tomorrow on my live. I'll be on in the morning by 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, New Jersey time. And if you know anybody who got any radio station in Liberia that we can make use of, I will be glad to get their phone numbers and we will pay for the airtime. Please and please and please, we ask all Liberians to follow me tomorrow. This is very urgent and it is very important. Thank you very much. That's
Thanks
what's
a
on my
lot.
mind.
Okay, thanks a whole lot for joining us tonight. And so we're gonna move on. We're very
Thank you.
close.
I'll see you guys.
Okay, thanks a lot. So I can remove you and see if I can bring Vasco on. I see Maggie is backstage. Maggie, for every time I bring you on, I don't
Nelson,
know. Yeah.
well, Nelson, let me suggest something, right?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta know, especially when people coming on, going off, and every time someone new coming, you want them to go through their what's on their mind.
Nelson,
I think
No,
we
Yeah, we are the fast
can
guy.
I my 1 million what's on your mind?
We're making
Can we
progress
come in
now.
10 hours later, we wanting to start the show over?
We're making progress now. So let's talk about the election a bit. Regardless of the side you support, it's no secret that we have 12 days to the election. Basically, we have 8 days, or let's make it 10 days for campaign activities. And in 12 days' time, Liberians will be going to the polls to make very important decisions. But in the midst of this, we have political parties that were preaching the same very agenda as the Unity Party. We had 19 opposition candidates in the race. Those 19 candidates, they were all saying the same thing. They all pointed out the flaws, the ills, the failures of this government and why they thought that they could provide better alternative when it comes to leadership. And some of those people, the likes of Mr. Cummings, is seeing in one of his campaign videos talking about how he will support the opposition community. That is, if the CPP doesn't make it to the runoff. I want us to talk about the factors. Why are these political parties not applying or exerting the very energy that they exerted when we saw the first round of election. The very energy that they apply when they spoke out against the CDC government, for example. Why are those political parties not applying the same energy, especially considering that the message is still the same, and they are still in opposition community? Today we saw some folks from the ALP Youth League. They went and pledged their support to the CDC. We also saw folks from the CPP Youth League or the ANC Youth League. They equally pledged their support to the ruling establishment. There are some of the folks as well who supported the ruling establishment that are crossing over as well. So let's talk about the factors. Why are these political parties, or why are those opposition leaders still holding back? What's holding them back? What is the reason that up to present, the likes of Mr. Cummings, for example, is yet to make known his position in this election? We just 12 days to November 14th. Why is it that up to now, Dr. Monumba, for example, is yet to make known where he stands in this particular election? What's holding these people back? Are they trying to play the card? Are they still studying the political atmosphere at this particular time? Is it worth studying? Should they even be studying the political atmosphere at this time? Let's make some analysis around that. So we could start with Ms. Doing, and and then we will take to Ray, then we'll come to AB, then we'll take Amy, and then we'll come down to Vasco, and then Alfred, Raymond, and Francis.
Yeah, Nelson, it's just like you were on my mind the whole of today. These are things that I've been thinking about. I look at that, all of the political candidates, I look at the analysis, and the manner in which you will exceed to achieve your goal is different. The methodology is different. But you all have the same goal, and that goal was to remove Josh Manuel because they have found the ills. But what's stopping them now is because they have not been honest to the Liberian people.
That's right.
If you love the Liberian people, there's nothing that should be holding you back to go forward because you have a goal. And this goal is not about Joseph Nima Boaka. The goal is the goal you want to achieve is to improve the life of Liberian people. That's why you put on the table, you have your platform, and you say George Manawia is the negative part of it. He's not doing anything. It is glaring. Why holding you back? Because you don't love the Liberian people. You want to seek public office, or some of them wanted to be popular. So because of that,
Let's start with some of the political parties, for example.
Yes.
We know that Mr. Cummings is yet to make known where he stands.
Yeah. I will tell you what.
What do you think is holding Mr. Cummings back? What do you think is holding Dr. Monumba back? What's holding Lucille Camara of ACOP now coming? Lucille Camara of ACOP, we are receiving reliable information that ACOP is going to be endorsing the Unity Party tomorrow. But what's holding those other political parties back, and those political leaders as well? What do you think is the factor?
I will start with Alexander B. Cummings. Alexander B. Cummings is a clone of CDC. He derived, his party came from CDC, Alternative National Congress. It was a party that split from CDC. And Alexander B. Cummings, if you will look back in 2011, Mother Ellen Johnson Sirleaf brought him and set on the induction, the ceremony that she conferred order on him. She said, "This is my friend. This is my friend." Because Eddie is not speaking, Alexander B. Cummings is a puppet. He's being controlled by people. So because he's being controlled, he cannot move. But now, if he was a man of philanthropist that I know, but now he's supposed to be speaking. If he know he want to deliver Liberia, but now he's supposed to be saying, "I am on a rescue train." But because he's a puppet, I'm sorry to use that word. I take that word back. I try to take that word back. I'm sorry to use it. But he's been like a string They just holding him like that. He cannot make any decision. But if he love Liberia, he can do it. He's not making it because he's Eddie friend. He's not making it because he
Okay.
part of
So
CDC.
what's holding Dr. Monumba back, for example? What do you think
That
is the factor here?
Dr. Moluba is also, let me tell you, years back, his father, I will hold some things back, but his father and the left of Joseph Nima Boaka was not holding on. That's a little bit of gross transfer aggression. It's a transfer aggression. I stand to be corrected, but I will not go into details. But something is happening behind the scene. I call that a transfer aggression. You don't want to support a Juma Boaka because of that transfer aggression. ACOP will come on board. ACOP is not so much coming because some people were looking at some tribalism and other things. There was some things that occur among the Madinga people and the people, the Loma people and the Gisi people in 2013 that brought the 2003 that brought some Unimo or it brought some
There was a riot that took place.
exactly. So
Yeah,
right now, yeah, because of the riots that occurred, a lot of Madinga people lost their lives. They lost their lives. And the Gisi people,
So do you think this
don't.
is holding? Do you really see this as something that is holding ACOP
It's
back?
some play. It's some play. Let me tell you, don't play with tradition. Don't play with tradition when it comes to conflict. People will always hold things back. But right now,
Do you believe this information that's filtering in that ACOP will be endorsing the Unity Party tomorrow? Can we all mute, guys? Can we try to mute?
ACOP, we are in a developed world right now, technology, and people are not going to dwell so much on traditional belief. People are so experienced. The Madingo people are educated right now, and they are high up. The family, when I was coming up, I can remember someone, the family I grew up among, they said our children would make our children to go to school so they can be impaired and have the knowledge. And now that they have the knowledge, so that's why you will see ACOP tomorrow. ACOP is not the yesterday ACOP. ACOP is a refined ACOP. So they're coming for the benefit of Liberia. They want to see Liberia upgrowing. So they will endorse Joseph Nima Boaka, not because of him, but because they want to change in Liberia.
Okay, thank you. Now let's hear from who's next? Let's hear from AB.
Nelson is out next.
Okay, Toure, right? Okay, yeah, Toure, go ahead. Sorry.
All right. So Sister Dawn, we've been educated, we've been civilized, we've been knowing what is right, we've been obviously on a beginning point of civilization, right? We know what is right. I said this 3 weeks ago that under no circumstances with all of the prevailing deplorable conditions that CDC and President George Manneh we have subjected the Liberian people to, ACO will not see any way to going or entertaining the idea of endorsing CDC. And besides, if we should go by history, there have always been the mutual marriage between ACO and Unity Party. All right? So that is something that is intrinsic, is there. So, I mean, look, let me tell you this, right? Couple of weeks ago, prior to the first round, I made a very unpopular decision to come up and endorse Honorable Joseph Numa Boaka. I was supporting the LPP, Honorable Tiaon Gonglo, but I knew that JMB was where the masses were headed, and I'm not going to be opposing on an opposition to history, an opposition to where the masses are going. So I made that decision. So all of these political heads that are roaming all around for 6 years, they were telling us how bad President George Manneh was for the country, how bad the president has subjected our people to. But they don't have God in heaven know the word I want to use. The BALLS to stand up to this administration to stand up for the Liberian people? That is wrong, right? Where is your humanity? Where is your strength? Where is your independence? Where is your patriotic heart?
Ture, this is not just about ACOP. This is not just about the ACOP we're talking about now. But you have other political parties, other candidates. Okay, now in the just ended election, NEC revealed to us that there was a total of 46 political parties registered. Of the 46 political parties, there were collaborations and coalitions or what have you. The Coalition for Democratic Change, for example, had 9 political parties, 9 out of the 46 that made that make up the Coalition for Democratic Change. And all these other political parties. Now we know Joshua Turner and a few other of those candidates pledged their support recently to the CDC. But what's holding those other political parties back? What's holding Mr. Cummings back? What's holding Dr. Monumba back? Taiwan Gonglo have been able to define where he's going as well, but the rest of the other people, you have those other political parties. Even Appleton, what's holding all those people back? Let's hear from you on this before moving on to our next panelist.
Nelson, what's holding them back, or what I've heard them back, is because they are conflicted about their own conscience. They are conflicted about their own conscience, right? They're trying to play the game as to where should I go. Oh, is Joey have chance? Oh, is GMB this, GMB that? And if you are conflicted by that, then you are not a man with a virtue, right? Because at the end of the day, if you are so hell-bent on finding opportunity on all sides, you will find it difficult to pick a side. All right? Look, men lie, women lie. The truth never lies. Find the truth in what is right. And the truth lies in the fact that Honorable Joseph Numa Boakai is a better alternative to what we have. That is a fact. There's a man that nobody should be intimidated about your resources. There's a man that nobody should be intimidated that you're going to come and accrue wealth at the expense of the Liberian people. What is there for Honorable Joseph Numa Boakai to intimidate Liberians about? Is he coming to steal your resources like President George Manuel Weah has? Is that what is holding you back? Do you really care about the Liberian people so much that you have back to not coming indoors? Look, to tell you who genuinely care about the cause of the Liberian people, we saw that for Honorable Tiawan Gonglo. And there's a reason why I supported Gonglo. Gonglo did not have back. Gonglo did not have back. Gonglo came out directly and endorsed Honorable Joseph Numa Boakai. He did not hold back. So at the end of the day, we know what these guys are playing. They are playing hide and seek. They want to know exactly if President George Manuel Weah have any other opportunity to cheat his way into winning this election, so that they cannot show their hands. They are hiding their hands. They are hiding their hands. They don't want to actually commit to any of these individuals. They want to see exactly where it's going to bend. And I tell you what, it's going to bend on the side of the Liberian people. It's going to bend on the side of the place that God wants this country to be redirected to. And God in heaven knows that the Liberian people have been subjected to so many suffering. And a 6 years addition to what have been a calamity under President George Manuel Weah for the past 6 years. God in heaven knows the Liberian people don't deserve that. We have suffered so long to be given another 6 years to President George Manuel Weah. And all of these misshifted, indignant political leaders that are masquerading to be for the people, but if God knows they are only there for their own aggrandizement, history, prosperity, posterity will judge them. Don't come and endorse. Don't have here. If you want to go to Georgia, go to Georgia. Let Liberian people judge you based on that. Don't deprive the people of what you should do. If you're going to endorse Georgia, go out there. It's your constitutional right to endorse President George Manuel Weah. Let the Liberian people judge you based on that. But don't hide your hands and causing noise around here. This is the thing that have continued to haunt Liberia. The fact of the matter here is political and people in political and leadership position, they are not sincere to their people. They are not sincere. And what do you gain for actually faking your way into political position? You need to fake your way out. of it. Then he come back, he want to like injure. Then when I saw someone that they defeated them, that they on their way out, then one can gain sympathy at the expense of the masses. You know, look, let me tell you something. For Liberia to change, we have to change. We have to change. Everybody, the council of churches, the council of Muslim council, whatever that is, everything is depleted of values. Integrity is lacking in all of our institutions. We, the young people, we need to take the bull by the horn by making decisions void of any political interest or self-interest. That's the only thing that's going to help Liberia. And we are ready to make that under the umbrella of Honorable Joseph Newman, Boakai, and Jeremiah Foon. And the Liberian people will come out November 14th and voting unequivocally, sending a resounding message to the international community that we are ready and we are ready to take charge of what is belongs to us. Thank you very much. As other comments, they can go and sit down. Moniba, as young as he is, we look at the guys to be a prospective leader. Why are you holding back? Why are you holding back? Why are you holding back? Why can't you be a man? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand, man. These individuals, they can go and be whatever they want to be. You don't have to be in government to enjoy life. Why you can be for your people? Be for your people. Let posterity judge you. But I can't tell you for them. Then when the opportunity comes for you to play that role, then you're sitting there checking on yourself. But I'm going to just checking on yourself. By the end of the day, they will show their hand one day and we'll know them. There's not for 2023. 2029 is there too. Whatever you do to the Liberian people today, they will judge you on that 2029. You will start playing game with people that 2029, people run to you. Some of them damaging their political career right before our eyes. Some of them damaging their God-given talent and potential right before our eyes because of these silly decisions they are making right now. Oh man, I'm sick and tired of this. I'm really sick and tired of this, man. People.
Thank you, Ture. Nelson, where are you? Teresa started talking. Jackie began to talk.
Yeah, man. No,
Thank
it's
you,
sad,
Nelson.
man.
I mean, Ture, I think Nelson having a little difficulty. So, who next? Abraham, you already done talking, right?
No. Go ahead, B.
Okay, that will take one female. That's one female. PB, come in, mama. So now we'll go up.
I just got on. What's the
Baby just got here, Miss
Right.
Go ahead, Abby. Abby was next.
No, I want for. I know, but you know that get one.
It's Vasco next.
Miss Cora talk.
No, we'll get a Gasco. I mean Vasco. That go to BB.
What's the topic, guys?
That makes
She
the
just
topic.
doesn't know the topic. People are
Okay, you know what? Just follow.
Let them go.
Okay, I
Mara, you get a
follow,
church
right?
leg. I got this.
All right, go ahead.
Go ahead, Abby. Francis, right? Go ahead, Francis. You want to go?
AB, okay, yeah. So I will go. AB is not ready. But anyway, I think a lot of these guys are not endorsed out of CDC or Unity Party. I think they are just scammers and con artists and stuff like that. Like to put it, they're trying to hang on the fence. They want to play kingmaker, you know, want to come at the last minute and pretend to be the ones that throw their weight behind Unity Party and say, "Oh, I did this." But Moneybag, he's a young man. He has a bright future. But if he mess around, he should ask Cummings what happened. Let him sit there and be neutral. He'll be neutral for the rest of his political career in Liberia. You know, they sit there and see how the Liberian people are suffering. They all talk about how Judge Weah is disastrous for this country. But they want to sit there and play games with the Liberian people. But the Liberian people will pay her back. Thank God for social media. The people can sit in their villages and watch Spoon or listen to Spoon or other media and listen to them talk, the people talk. They don't have to wait for newspaper or carrier pigeon to bring news to them anymore. So you sit there and be playing games with the Liberian people. Instead of coming out and endorse, I don't care if you endorse CDC, but say show yourself. Show yourself. Come and endorse CDC because a lot of you are CDC supporters. A lot of these opposition members are CDC supporters, but they keep in this race because they want to gain some popularity so that they'll be able to get jobs or hustle or say, let me have a meeting with you, give me small thing, let me replace my campaign fund, and I will throw my support behind you. Most of them are CDC supporters. That's why they were down to 0.002% in vote that they receive. And you want to negative 20% in the first round. Why are you still hiding across the opposition? Come and join the train. But if you want to go to CDC, go. But you can't sit there and play games with the Liberian people. No health care. People dying in their houses from fire. People living in prison in their own homes. No security. The president said get CCTV. The people can't even afford to eat. How can they buy CCTV? And you talking about you want to change things. You say you want to get Judge Weah out of office. Now it's one-on-one. Judge Weah and Barker. And you sitting in the corner with 12 days to go. And you still playing games with the Liberian people. They see you. Crying Monaba, they see you. Comments, they see you. Play neutral again like you did in 2017 comments. I mean, you probably already done with a political aspiration in Liberia. But all the other people keep playing games. You think Judge Weah care? Judge Weah, you point out for 6 months, he will let the party be gone. He will be rich for life. The money he didn't make when he played football, that's why he collected.
So Francis, let me come in a bit, Francis. Are these political leaders playing games with the Liberian people here? Is this whole quote unquote negotiation a kind of game that these political leaders are playing with the Liberian
negotiating?
Nothing. They want to play kingmaker. They want to be the one to say, "Oh, I threw my support behind the rescue mission." That's how they were able to get over the finish line. They want somebody to say, "Oh, come endorse me, and I'll give you position in my government." Or maybe Judge Weah are just seeing the country money and just making it real, like in a strip club. All opposition leaders and other people, he take the Liberian people money and go and give it to somebody and say, "Oh, hold $20,000 and endorse me. Hold this one and endorse me." That's what they're doing. They're looking for the highest bidder. They are selling their soul. They are selling their soul, and I think they are undercover seditionists. Because if you are not supporting the opposition and you are a member of the opposition in the first round, you are endorsing CDC. You don't have to come up and endorse CDC. If you are not endorsing Unity Party, you are up endorsing CDC. There's no neutrality in this thing for the Liberian people. You cannot be neutral in this thing. You either endorse CDC openly or you endorse Unity Party. But if you're opposition candidate and you don't endorse the Unity Party, even if you don't endorse CDC, the Liberian people will assume that you endorse CDC because your silence is an endorsement for CDC.
Now, finally, before we let you go, Francis, because we have to move on to the next panelist, are these delays going to have any impact on the way or any effect on the way the Liberian people are going to vote?
You know what? The beauty of this whole thing, it's going to look like the stock market, right? When your value is high, that's when you sell. When your value go down, you sell, you take a loss. So what's going to happen to them if they keep dragging their feet? 3 more days, 5 more days before election, their value will go down because Liberian people will already show where they want to go. So whether you endorse or not, they won't care. They already know who they want to vote for. So now they will just hurt their own political aspiration for 2029. Because people will look at it and say, "Where were you when we were trying to get Judge Weah out of office? Where were you when we were pushing the rescue train?" So stay there and be neutral and wait for 3 days, 4 days. You will lose your political value. And that's where you hurt your future aspiration.
Okay, thank you very much. I think we'll move to
Vasco.
Abby, right? Oh, Vasco. Okay, Vasco, go ahead. Who am I to speak when the rescue missionary has spoken? Vasco, you have the floor. The floor is yours, Vasco.
Thank you, Nelson. Let me say hi to everybody tonight. I mean, this topic is so interesting, and the way my brothers addressing the issue, I don't think that's why I always say if Joseph Baga depend on you people to run his thing. We one source over because this is about a political party, and everybody know that every political party have executive committee members, and in making decisions, the executive committee members have to meet to come up with one understanding. But some of the reason why you're seeing these delays before of most of the party coming out to pledge their support to a particular candidate is that the executive committee member they are meeting. Let's assume that you have 8 persons in the executive committee, and you go for the meeting. 4 persons say they endorse CDC, the other 4 say they endorse United Party. So right there is a split, and that information going to come outside to the partisan. Don't forget about the people too that make up the party, which is the partisan. So if you're making decisions up there, you have to reflect these people. That's why you see today, Taiwan Gongolo Party made a decision to support. You saw Taiwan Gongolo sitting over there. Everybody knows Taiwan Gongolo is someone who can speak out. But that identical program, he never said nothing. He sat on there, and today there is a big split. The Nima County chapter, today, I don't know whether some of you following the Nima County issue. The Nima County chapter came out today, and they are campaigning heavily for President Weah. And that is the group that either Gong or Gongdo Weah is controlling.
We know that Larry Yonkwe joined. He pledged to support today. But how does that constitute a heavy portion of the Nima County chapter?
Seriously.
Oh no! Today, listen to Nima TV. I watched it. I got a video to it. If I check in my phone, maybe when I see, I will send it to you.
But Vasco, what do you think is holding those people back? What's holding the likes of Mr. Cummings, the likes of Apeton, the likes of Dr. Monumba? You talk about the other political parties. Those people who were campaigning against the CDC, they said the CDC is a bad government, the CDC is not proceeding well. But now they have just one alternative, one opposition political party in the House, but they're all dragging their feet. What's holding those people back? What's going on behind the scene, Vasco?
Yeah, that is to tell you the candidate right now that is on the opposition ticket, Jose Yuma Bwaga. I don't think those other political parties trust this man. That could be one of the factors. And another factor is that maybe within the circle, there is confusion. Now, a certain group of people want to support CDC, and another group want to support the Unity Party. So when those kind of things happening, it actually gave the head of the party tough time to make decision. Because you don't want to go out there to make a decision and there is noise. Like tomorrow, I think today, the Youth League of the ANC, the CPP rather, they pledge support today. Even the ACO, if you see what happened today, Joy Howard Taylor had a big program today. Most of the people over there were Mandingos and Muslim or women pledging support. So this is some of the reason that is happening. For me, I'm looking at the ANC or let's say the CPP. I think they're just going to wait, non-pledging support to anybody because there is a serious confusion. I know of that. A lot of people want to support CDC and other people want to support the Unity Party. So that's a Harry Monuba.
So Vasco, you think some of those political parties and candidates and opposition leaders are holding back because they don't trust Ambassador Bwaka? Is that what you're saying? You
Definitely.
think so?
Ambassador Bwaka do not have leadership. He's lack leadership ability.
What do you make of the claim? What do you make of the claim that some of these people are holding back because of the cash that the CDC is dishing out now? They want to get their portion of the cash versus they want to go the way of the Liberian people, so they're stuck in between. What do you make of that of that claim?
Nelson, in our Liberian politics, people just speak out and say things they don't have any fact about. So if it was a chaos CDC was using to get people on board, then by now I think we have all the political parties on our side. So the ACO will not be talking about pledging support because you imagine that ACO met the because nobody can give money now more than the government. We control the resources. So if we were dishing our cash to political party, I tell you by now we got almost everybody. I don't think some of these political parties.
You think the cash can buy almost everybody? You think so?
That's why the question go back to people because they say citizens using cash. I'm telling you that it's not about cash. Right now, people are looking at the two leaders. President
Joseph, I
Weah,
spoke on 10 minutes. Oh.
President Weah is the only person in the race that have been president before, but have never served in a capacity. So people looking at what President Weah have started,
Thank you.
and you know what they may have started. I think we can
Thank you.
give our support to him so he can be able to end it. And the
Thank
other
you.
men don't even have a leadership ability. We saw it with the CPP, how the CPP
Thank you.
collapsed.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Let's move to BB. AB, have you spoken? Have you made your point on this?
No, so I'll go to BB.
Okay, BB, go ahead. BB, what do
Nelson
you think is
Touristic
holding?
got it back. Nelson
Yeah,
Touré
we
and
will bring Toure, Alfred, and the rest of the guys on. I'm sorry where I am now. I can't yell. I can't speak louder. But BB, you came from the
What
CPP.
is going on?
Maybe you came from the CPP. You supported Mr. Cummings. I don't know. Maybe you're still a supporter of Mr. Cummings. What do you think is holding Mr. Cummings back? Why are we not seeing Mr. Cummings leading this queue, telling his fellow opposition people, my people, they may what would say they may or bar, they may that only one man from Emon are going against the men now. So your Kalefa, why is Mr. Cummings not taking the lead? Why is Dr. Clarence Monument and some of those key opposition figures that were spoken about highly during the campaign period, why are these people not taking the lead? Why are they dragging their feet? What do you think is happening, BB?
First of all, hey everyone. Good evening, good morning. For me, I really don't know. I think Mr. Cummings have really draw the line, or at least give her a picture of what he's doing. Right, he's trying to do some research, right, based on the two, our two leaders that we have within the runoff, right. So I think you have a team that's doing those, research and just coming up with those facts just based on his last update. But one thing I will have to say is that being a member of the opposition thing, I think being a leader, making decision skills is very important in leaderships. So you are going to be a leader, you need to be able to navigate decisions making. And when you're a leader, I really don't believe in being neutral, because I really don't think it's really impactful and efficient as a leader. Because when you're leading a group of people, they need direction, they need sense of trust, right? And also, for some of those leaders out there, including, I'm from the CPP, Cummings, I feel like we're not establishing trust among the Liberian people, because the last election, 2017, we weren't neutral as well. At least Cummings said hey, they can vote for whoever, we can vote for whoever we want to vote for. But I think times like this, where we all from the opposition team feel like, hey, Liberia is at a standstill. We're at a very critical place within our space. I think I really encourage those leaders to make a decision, whether you're deciding to go with CDC or the party. But I feel like a decision needs to be made, because once again, as a leader, you have to show that courage. And also to the fact that they're really dragging the process now, it takes away from the impact that is going to happen. You know what I mean? And I don't know if they're even evaluating the aspect of time management in this, because as really a good leaders that running for public offices like this and things like that, the research, the critical thinking should have been done before you even join the campaign. You should know who you're going against, right? They understand who the CDC government is or who our current president. They know all of the flaws, and all of that information is there. So even if they're going back now to say, hey, we have this one opposition in the race, should we go? That really time management, or that critical thinking aspect, or that research aspect of what they're doing now shouldn't take this long, right?
No.
And I just feel like they're really, and for me, that's, I'm an opposition, I'm a CPP, but I decided to join the rescue train because it's just a no-brainer, right? Because we all know hey, we started this journey because we want to see change. And I'm not really leaning towards a specific person for a change, really. If I see characteristic within a particular candidate, which of course I do see great characteristic in Jose Newman Bwaka, right? That servant leadership, right? So for me, I've already made my decision as an individual to follow the rescue train. And I think for all those leaders out there, once again, like time management is important when you're making these type of decisions. Once again, the more time you waste, the less impact your individual
Exactly.
have.
Okay, thank you, BB. So we take AB.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Am I okay?
Yeah, you good.
Thank you, Nelson. Nelson, look, it just sounds laughable to me to sit down at this point in time for us to be talking about opposition political party while now they join the Unity Party. Is a time wasting for me. Why? Because all of them, all of the political party, they saw to it that their CDC, their crooked-led administrations, right? They saw to it that they were able to register as a political party. Once you register as a political party, you are government in waiting. So why is it that about this time that this political party, they are not able to join the Unity Party? Because the Unity Party came from the opposition bloc. So they all were against President Weah. So why is it that now people are talking about negotiation, my fault? Because there is no need. There is no matter of money that the Rudy establishment can be able to offer to my uncle, to Mr. Kamara, that he will accept. There is no money. Because the man have his own money.
Mr. Kamara own money.
So who is it? Is it Mr. Madiba? Yeah, maybe. Or is it Abeton? Yeah, maybe. But this guy, they are wasting their time. Because about this time, if you does not endorse the rescue missions,
then you don't love Liberia.
Don't forget about 2029. Don't go farm play to sit down. Don't go farm play to sit down, because the Liberian people will mark you. The Liberian people will mark you, and 2029 will be payday. Nelson, are you there?
Yeah, go ahead.
AB,
Yeah.
do you think do you agree with the assertion that there is some cash playing in the background? Is the money, the negotiations, the promises of good positions in government versus the interest of the Liberian people? Do you agree with the assertion that is what's holding most of those political party and candidates back?
Yeah, I agree with that 100%, because if I can see my own papi, Larry Yonko, I used to admire him a lot. Mr. Larry Yonko, who came from the Unity Party, he now fled to the CPP, and then he lost. The two times that Mr. Larry Yonko was represented, he came from the Unity Party angle. Now he went to the other side, he lost. So the people looking for money. They tear that money being inside. But the CDC, what I'm very much sure of, the mistake that we made the first round, that mistake will never be repeated again. That mistake will never be repeated, because the team that set up to attack that Southeast, that so-called Southeast, the team that set up to attack that Southeast. As you're talking, Mr. Balu already ahead of the team already.
Thank you, AB. So we left with Ami and
Raymond.
Baba. Or Raymond.
Raymond, talk here.
So you need me to speak now?
Go ahead.
Information, one more point. I need 10 minutes. Just a quick correction. Go ahead, Raymond.
So our politicians are acting like smart devils. They're using all their leverage for political patronism, pay for play. Now they realize that JMB and the rescue mission does not have money. However, George Weah got the money and he's dishing it out. We even saw how George Weah referred to the US and the one whose name should not even be mentioned because it doesn't work.
That's a so-called.
Your lips.
They call it so-called.
He referred to them as buka fish. And in Liberia, we know they call pupu buka.
I can't even eat it.
That's because he dish out money to them.
I'm sorry.
No one will refer to another person out of goodwill endorsement in a denigrating manner and form. And all Costa would do was to grin about it out of shame. And our so-called politicians who lack
I'm not sure.
They can't, you running as presidential aspirant, but you don't have command over the population. Yet and still you want to trade something for selfish gain with no truth, with no integrity. Look, the CDC has been in power for 6 years. If you're a politician and don't know what's going on in the country, don't put your hat in the race. You're not a leader. You don't even have a sense of direction. You are able to distinguish good from bad. You're not able to see and draw lines. Who are you if you're confused and can't make a decision? The 14 is going to be the runoff at this time. If in fact you are a political force, you make decision. You're an opinion leader. You drive people. You influence people. You influence a change. That's why you put yourself in the race. If it was okay, why are you not there? You should be in the government supporting at some cabinet level. But because you have an alternative change, alternative voice, and you can't alter the alternative voices and opinion, then you mean nothing. So these guys are out there for the gravy. George Weah is the one who dishing out the gravy. In fact, he got all in his pot. So that they're begging for crumbs. And it's a shame that these guys do not respect the Liberian people. And when they sell it, this is how you sell your country. When you don't stand for principle and you don't have no value to protect. It's all about the money. And I tell you what, if George Weah gets successful in dishing out money, but I doubt he will, because the Liberian people who voted these people chose to vote an opposition. And they saw George Weah on the ballot, but they did not vote George Weah. So they have already made a decision not to vote George Weah. But in the opposition, they had different alternatives, because different platforms, different voices, different location, But these people are people who are already in the opposition, and they call themselves opposition. They know who they are. But these leaders are making a decision. I'm going to come back to hurt them. Not to throw any jab at Alex Cummings. If Joseph Boakai had not come to the second round and Alex Cummings had come to the second round, without any hesitation, I would vote him. Of course, he was not my preference. If Tewon Gonglo, who I respect so much, who without any inducement made a decision without any negotiation because he already know the alternatives, was in the race, I would surely vote him. Even Moniba, if he was in the race, I would certainly vote him. Even some of the unknown guys, I would rather try a new alternative than the one I already know who has failed. So if these guys are so-called politicians who understand the happenings in our country and the unfolding events and are unable to do this, it's all about the money. And these guys who all about the money, Liberia, let's repay them. Let's remember their actions. And I think that's what hurt Cummings as much as, because he's been around for a little more than 6 years. We should have seen an upward trend from 7% upward. But if he came down, I believe the Liberian people repaid him for two different incidents. One, there was a popular view of the Liberian people that the ticket of JMB and Alice Cummings should have come together. Alice Cummings was the one who the Liberian people heard speaking to the issue there. He did not come to be second to anybody. The Liberian people remember that. JMB never spoke about it. So a lot of the Liberian people who are quiet heard Alex saying that he doesn't want to come second to someone else. So they saw him as trying to push himself beyond what they are trying to put him. I saw that as one of the issues. So if he can redeem himself this time around, we are forgiving people, but we don't forget. I'm afraid for him. He might have to hang off his political jersey and
Thank
become
you.
a dictator as well.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Raymond, for making your point. We're gradually wrapping up this thing. So it's left with Ami and Moba, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
So
Ami, you can go ahead and we take Moba. Let me bring our sister in. But go ahead, Ami. Go ahead.
yeah, nothing. See, I'm starting to believe when people were saying that because I have really never paid attention to Liberian politics like I did this election. And I was kind of surprised with a little country like that, while they have so many candidates. So some of what I was hearing is that most of the people are just there for what they can get in the second round, or they're just there to show themselves, but they don't really mean business. They don't really care about the Liberian people. So I didn't understand that, but now I'm starting to understand it now. Some people walking around trying to make lame excuses that Waka break up CPP, or some as if CPP were a bunch of kids and he was the only adult there who had to make up his mind when everybody there had their own agenda, and Cummings on the other end wanted him to retire and put his hands up, and he wanted to be president, making it seem like, those lazy excuses, right? Putting something on somebody that is not supposed to be there, and someone who hasn't even done anything for the Liberian people, taking credit for what the past government did to be his government doing. Somebody would sit here and call and tell us that Boaga does not have leadership ability. Somebody who haven't spoken to their the country for the 6 years they've been elected for. Anything that happened there, having to be the one who has leadership ability. And it's just so like I said before. And then they say here and say, oh, just because somebody in John Boaga doesn't mean you don't like Liberia. That's what it means. You already seen what this failed government, bunch of thieves, Alibaba and the 40 thieves, you already seen what they can do. That's why you got in the race and say you wanted to remove them. You seen what our country is going into, what not even going into, what it
What's
has
stopping you
gone
now?
into. After Madam Seti them came and got it out of the war stage, instead of he adding on, he came and took it all the way back to Autopus. I think Autopus State Several, even better. And then you still sitting there talking about negotiation. What are you negotiating? What didn't you know about this government before you got in the race, or
Thank
your
you.
so-called leader got in the race? So
Thank
now
you.
it's not about Liberia, it's about your leader being the one. How sure are you that that person that you're even going beyond thinking he's the best? Have you ever seen him being president before? Do you know for sure that he was the best? You were only behind him because you believe that, and because he haven't shown you anything. The same as Joe Boakai. You'll sit there, so-called sedition, they're talking about 40 years, 40 years, 40 years. And Vasco just broke his neck. Joe Baca has never been president for ever before. That's what we've been trying to tell you for the past how long? Joe Baca wants to be president now to tell you, to show you what he can do. And because some of you're in there, they hate because it wasn't my own guy. So let Liberia burn. Because it wasn't my own guy, let it continue to go in ruin. Because it
Yeah.
wasn't, and you sit here and tell me, say you and I love Liberia the same way. Like Raymond has already said, I support Joe Bugger, but if it wasn't Joe Bugger, nobody, I'm not even sitting there, I'm not a UP person or whatever. I don't even have to say it for somebody to tell me, say, or go to the opposition. Automatically, like BB, Sandy, I know what I want for my country. And I know a lot of Liberians that have already voted in the first round. They're not waiting for no politician, no greedy person to tell them what to do. They already seen them for who they are.
Yeah.
Okay, they already seen them. They're not waiting for them. Joe Biden won this thing in the first round, and we know what happened without any of these people. And by God's willing, it's going to happen again. I don't want to sit here and act like it sound like, oh, I'm not being inclusive or I'm not wanting. You can't be pulling people by their legs to tickle them teeth and stuff to know to tell them, oh, this is going on in that country. They know what's happening, and nobody something here, nobody begging anybody here. It's just a topic on the discussions. So you need to calm down and think it's automatic.
Thank you.
Oh, there's a panic buddy. Oh, there's this, there's that. No, you want to come on board, you come on board. You want to stay there, you stay there.
Thank you.
Nobody, something is going to happen. The Liberian people are already resolved. They know what they want, and they show what ain't no George Weah. We already seen what he's done to our country. And come November 14, we will move him. The Liberian people will stand up again, go even harder than what they went before, and remove him without any so-called greedy politician help. You like go take the money and go sit down. Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
That's
Let's
why
you
you
there.
keep
I
cutting
mean,
me off. I ain't even talk for 2 so you let Vasco to talk for 10 minutes. Yeah, you just keep saying thank you, thank you, thank you.
Talking about negotiation. They never negotiated before they started to run.
I mean, you've spoken for
8
10
minutes.
minutes.
Nothing.
10 minutes.
No, nothing. I
I
care
know
for
what
time.
it looks like. I'm looking at my time.
Okay, Miss Cora, how long she spoke for?
8 minutes.
8 minutes. How
Yeah.
far is 8 from 10?
Miss Cora.
2 minutes.
Okay, I'll put you on time. Watch.
My dear, where?
Okay, so let's take our sister Hannah, Mr.
Hello, everybody. I
Yeah.
swear to God, the stress I go through to come on this show, easy. Everything damaging like my brothers and sisters. Everything. I don't even want to go through.
Oh, we know.
I don't even have much to say right now. I just want to say that everything is messed up. From connectivity, internet connectivity to living conditions,
All the
lack of
connectivity,
security,
the road
no safe
connectivity,
drinking
everything.
water. Everything sucks. I'm so angry because you know the stress I went through.
Speak
To be
your
honest
mind.
with you. I have tried. I've been trying since
And guess
1
what? Guess what? While you going through this, I got my brothers, Sharif and Ture in the background dealing with me that I just kicked them off the show. And I'm like, no, I mean,
Really?
this thing just happened. Because once you get off the show to come back in, it becomes difficult because a lot of people trying to get on the show. So it becomes a very difficult thing. So, but it's good to hear. I hope your internet doesn't trip.
Exactly.
Because
If it even
it's gonna
trip now, I
be
will just go to
difficult thing
bed.
to come.
Let me just say, once the internet trip, I'm going to bed now. But I pray.
Okay, but go ahead. Let's hear you. What do you
Hello,
think is holding?
everyone.
What do you think is holding those folks back?
Okay, let me first of all greet everyone, the panelists up here tonight, and the Liberian people watching and listening to us. I want to say hello to everybody. I've been listening, even though I've been finding it difficult to come on, but I listen to everyone, giving their own views. And our brother Vasco was the only one who get this opposite view and talking about people have to negotiate and they have party leadership put together. What party leadership have to do with you being in opposition, speaking for 6 years, you want change? Let me just not say for 6 years, forever you've been speaking of change. You have been saying you want to replace. If you are saying you want to replace these people, why are you negotiating? What's the need of negotiation? There's not even need for you to set up any team to meet with anybody. First, let's face the reality. You made mention of how if CDC was buying political parties over, they were going to buy all of the political parties because Unity Party don't have money. It's not news that we don't have money. It's obvious. But I will tell you for free, there are still decent people. There are people that have their integrity intact. There are people that will say no. People like Tewan Gonglo that stand up. He didn't even wait for the opposition or rescue mission to call him and say or come
That's
over,
right.
to negotiate. There's nothing to negotiate. It's about you making decisions. It's about you saying, I wanted to replace you. Since I'm not in a position to replace you and someone is there that can replace you, we are going to move you. That's it.
Don't care about
So
the country.
the rest of the people that are worrying in the corners, I will tell you for free, it's out of greed. They are selfish, they are greedy because they want what is in it for them and not what is in it for the Liberian people. And that is just you talking about people who host meeting. Maybe they are holding back because a few members of the committee doesn't agree, or members of the whatever doesn't agree, and then they have to balance before they can balance what? You have to balance what? The rest of the other members that are there that are saying no, we cannot go to Unity Party. And you know, the fancy excuses they always find, my brothers and sisters, is how the people, it's not about JMB, it's about the people around him. What people around him? Every political party and
Okay, sorry, guys. Let's try to mute. Everyone, please try to mute.
That we cannot even condone in this country.
Can we all mute?
How CDC came up? Now say I beg you, just give me the small time. Because you know
Miss Ford.
Go. Eh?
Okay, go
you
ahead.
know my internet was so chocolate. So I beg you, just let me talk small. So which of the political parties in Liberia doesn't have people around them that are terrible? CDC were already running your counting for how long? For 2005 up to 2017. And when they got in there, what happened? We see all of what they are doing. Mysterious deaths. No justice at all. Justice system is broken. Brother, if you in this Liberia, you will even get mad in the way I'm sounding, you sound more than this. I'm telling you. I am telling you. I don't know how long you spend here before going abroad, or you are still here, whatever. But I'm telling you, the living condition right now of each and every Liberian is so terrible. It is way too terrible. You cannot compare. There's no comparison. There's no comparison. Poverty rate is on the increase. Each and every one of us sending to beg us practically. You cannot even afford to recharge your own phone.
Thank you.
To recharge your own phone, you cannot afford to do that.
Thanks a lot.
So I'm begging you, like when we saying this thing, we will say it for free. Any opposition political leader that you are saying, oh, I'm taking, it's not even the political leaders, my people, it's the one individuals, permanent individuals that should be taking sides, and they are there saying, oh, I'm on the side of you know, I'm not going to take sides. I'm going. Where you want to stay? Where do you want to stay?
Thank you. Let's
you
go you there.
For something, you're for anything. That's what we say to you people. And we are here to judge people. Let me tell you something. What is when they're not coming?
Thank you.
I'm about to be here to remind you people of what you are doing. But we're voting rescue mission number 1. Thank you.
Fast forward, a quick question, then we will have to wrap up this thing because we have less than 20 minutes to do this.
Okay, my sister, I just what you're saying. Everybody in the country catching hard time, suffering. But according to your statement, if you say everybody in the country catching hard time,
you mean not the people that are working for the government?
Except for the 40 thieves.
Ordinary people.
No, let him ask this question. Trust me. Ask the question.
About majority of the people, the peasants.
Guys, stop interrupting Vasco. Let Vasco ask his question, guys.
Everybody don't even charge phone. They ever. So if you come out with that kind of a statement about the country, that people in the country suffering, but then how come Joshua got the highest vote in the first round of the election? Because those people that voted for him.
How come he got the vote?
Because you're cheated. You're cheated.
First of all, George, we have never accumulated the highest vote in these elections because we all know that we have several political parties, about 20 political parties in the race, and he accommodated for 43% as an incumbent leader. 43%, 43.8%. Let me just put it out.
Guys, no interruption. Can you all mute the microphones? Let's have thank you.
You are left with over 50. Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, you are left with over 50, if not 56 to 57% of the population who are seeking change. And you are telling me, and George Manning, we are accumulated the highest amount of votes. We owe him to do. He should have done better than that. And that's the reason why we are saying that this is an easy ride. When I said the Liberian people are suffering and we cannot even afford, I'm not speaking of you people, Vasco. I'm not talking about people like yourself. People that get access to the government, that can pick up their phone and call Lieutenant Miguel, and he will send them something, or communicate with Calasco and they will send something. I'm not speaking of those people. I'm talking about majority Liberian.
Okay, Vasco, we'll have to hold it at that. And let's hold you there. Let's hold you there, our sister. Thank you. Thank you. Your internet already not correct, but the way you're going now is... But guys, we'll have to wrap this thing up. Let's take 1 minute each to wrap up.
No, I'm sorry. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Oh, you talking?
But just do everything, including your wrap up.
Yeah, just
no. I agree to that thing, my man.
Okay. But then, Moba, let's do this. Moba, take.
I will start. I will not. You don't make me last, my man. I will talk.
Okay, take your 2 minutes. Let's hear you. Take your 2 minutes. Your timer is set.
I beg you. All right. I listened to my brother Vasco talking about Ide Gonglo. Ide Gonglo, first of all, she's not even part of the LPP. So whether she endorse George Weah or not, she only gets a few group of people behind her. And then anyway, she run for senator, I think 2 or 3 different times in Nima. She could even count 10%. And when we're talking about people that come in, you are the one who advocated massively in the country for sanction against the government. You saw the loophole, you saw a lot of things that were going contrary to what you preach on, Kumi. You tell the Liberian people, you bring a case to the American government to tell them that George Weah government was killing people. George Weah government is the most corrupt government in the history of Liberia. George Weah government was there were a lot of judiciary killing. George Weah government is incompetent. And today, there are a lot of sanctions that went on. Mr. Kumi, you got to come out as a man. We respect you. We know that tomorrow you will get a reward. We're not here to sugarcoat it, but we're just telling you the fact. You know the difference. You know the difference between George Weah and Joe Barker. Joe Barker have integrity, he have leadership ability. George Weah have none. George Weah sat in a chair for 6 years. He has not spoken to the Liberian people for the past 6 years, and even for him to call a press conference to call journalists to ask him questions how the country is going. He has never done it before. And my brother Vasco will come here and talk about leadership ability. George Weah served in the Senate. Did he pass one bill to benefit the Liberian people? He was there collecting free money. He was there holding bribery. They all were in our bribery issues. And then today you get an audacity to come on the show and tell us that George Weah had leadership ability. George Weah had leadership ability. How many times? How long? Since you've been as a seditious, how many times George Weah come to the media and express himself and tell the Liberian people what he's going through, what is going in the country, and for journalists to ask him, Joe Biden can do all around the world, president can do it. They invited press for the press to ask them questions. How many times? George Weah
20 seconds. 20 seconds.
I mean, 2 minutes. They say 20 seconds back. Don't do that to me, man. I will do a show to them, man. Don't do that to me, man. After I hear people talk with them from the corner, yeah, but you did that to me last night again. Don't do that to me.
You didn't to me to a matter turn the position over.
Yes, don't do that to me. We told 11:07.
Y'all want protest? Okay, so we are 11:07.
And then we're talking about pay for play. George, we are offer what the party need, the party that we endorsing tomorrow, ACO, right? George, we are offer ACO $1 million for endorsement. ACO refused it because the men have integrity. George, we are look at Buka Denson and getting 50 million and jumping for it. You know what? George, we are now. He are doing the
did he really mean that 50 million? 50 million?
50,000. I mean 60,000. I'm sorry. 60,000 United States dollars were given to Buka Denson then, and they receive it, right? So tell you that this man have integrity. This man have integrity. They may refuse the money because he believes in the country, believe in the people. You incumbent, right? You talking about you get more vote than the opposition. In which country that also happen? In which country? If you know you serve your people right, in which country? I'm calling on all the opposition leaders who have not endorsed any political party. Come to yourself. Come to yourself. Remember about the judiciary killing. Remember about the 3 medicine boys. Remember about people that are calling them building houses. Remember about George Weah for the 7 condominium. Remember about the hospital that the children today, people can go to hospital and be seized. Even in Liberia can happen. You go to hospital, you get breath, they treat you, then they keep you as a prisoner. You got to pay money before you come out. Our people in their own country, under their resources, they got oil, they got diamond, they got silver, but they are enslaving themselves because of the incompetent government. And when we talk here, citizens come here and say nothing, but talk about Baka, about not get, he didn't get leadership ability. Baka was the one who passed the 25% on gasoline. He told Maladi to his city, and she said no. And when she went back, she came back and realized her mistake that Joe Biden, what you said is right. We got to add that so the money can be going to road fund. And today, what that road fund is, so we are eating that road fund free. It was through the negotiation of Joseph Yamabaka. We just didn't come there and lecture us. George Weah is incompetent. George Weah had no leadership ability.
Thank you. Thank you, Baba.
George Weah was the one who today our people walking from place to place. Our people walking, talking because they have no future again. They are downhearted. You see the people who praising George Weah today, that the people who benefiting direct or indirectly from them, more especially the government official call you. You know how many, let me conclude by saying this. You know how many friends are getting CDC? The only government official no call and put on our using our phone again, told that to go on Facebook to cause people. That all that feature. That's why we tell you then. They'll go and vote against the incompetent government. And I can challenge anybody. George, we have spent 6 years in power. He put a finger on it and say, bringing one company, 6 years. I can name 3 different companies that JMB negotiated for 2 years between. He brought it in the country. George Weah, or what the vice president he said, the both of them are not bringing one company in our country. Then you talk about incompetent. They are incompetent. They are incompetent. They have no leadership ability.
Thank you.
Look at our hospitals. Look at our people walking on the street.
Let's
Look at
go in there, Mama.
on a daily basis, no food. You know how many calls people get? School.
Thank you, Mama. Thank you.
Let me conclude. Schools second semester. How many people children go on the street? Do your survey. How many people children out of school? They get bread basket on their head. Then what kind of lecture us? You know how many resources you get that can compensate those children, that can help the parents?
Okay, so our brother Moba just did his closing and opening everything. He did opening.
Don't do that. What's that? I gotta do my closing.
So, but I mean, do your closing.
I do my closing last. Don't play with me.
I mean, please take 1 minute to do your closing because we have to wrap up now. Our station we need to wrap up. So yeah, can you take 1 minute? Let's do 1 minute across the board. I have the timer set now.
I'll do my closing last.
Oh, last? Why you want to go last?
Don't worry about it.
I mean, I can do my closing and go. I mean, what time is tomorrow?
Yeah, Francis, please do your closing.
Anyway, so thanks guys and everyone listening to us tonight. Liberians is your right. Healthcare is your right. EMTs is your right. Those services, you are entitled to those services because your resources in our country. Your president should be driving $500,000 car and you don't have medication in your hospital. To my fellow Liberians that are citizens, open your eyes. Yesterday, I commented on one CDC post. The guy, somebody came at my comment saying, "What are you doing for the Liberian people?" I can't do nothing for the Liberian people right now, but to sit here and talk to you people because I can tell you, my front door right now is on lock. Nobody coming inside. My house doesn't have window bar. I got chicken coop in my backyard. Nobody can come steal it. My girls and just laying my eggs, and I get it. Nobody can steal it. You entitled to that type of lifestyle. Liberia is so small and rich. Every citizen should be living on no less than $50,000 a year. The average citizen,
of course.
If you don't want to live in a country where, in order for you to be successful, you have to work for government, that's a dying country.
Thank you.
Every developed country in the world, the private sector is where developing the country. So please, CDC people, go and vote. Hold your nose and vote for Joseph Boakai, and you will see how your country will smell good after.
But why am I holding your nose?
Because
you guys stink right now.
Thank you. That's
smiling right there.
Vasco, go ahead.
Amanda.
I know.
Okay, my Liberian people, I know when we all come on the show, you're listening to everyone else and you listen to these people. Definitely, you can tell from their explanation that it means no good for Liberia. All they do is just to lie without any evidence. And one thing I want us to know, CDC, when we were in the opposition, we never threatened anybody life. But today, even my brother on the show, AB, I see him on his live threatening people's life because somebody in their own mind decide to support another person. They threaten people's life, even threaten to kill him and cause that son. These are the kind of people that want to take state power. If you give these people power, trust me.
Thank you.
Liberia will be one of the countries on earth, no understanding.
Thank you. Let's hold you there, sir. Thank you.
Bibi,
BB,
Vasco, that get tired, man.
no, guys, we have to go. If this system go off on me, y'all.
You want me to just go?
That's your honesty.
No, like BB, went by the queue.
BB, please go ahead quickly, BB. Yes, we're fastly running out of time. BB, go ahead.
Oh, okay. My Liberian people, voting is your right. Please, I know there is a lot of delays in some leadership right now trying to decide, but please, I want you to take a moment, look at your current situation, look around you, your family. Is this current life that you're in, is it working for you? Because voting is just more than just selecting a candidate. It's about making the right decision, right? It's about making the right decision in the interest of your country, in the interest of your community, in the interest of your county. Making those right decisions to understand, to bring great infrastructure in, not just putting on cement on the road and quota on the road, but really we're talking about great infrastructure, social security, safety, right? Healthcare. When we talk about voting, it's not about picking Waka or picking Wia. No, it's about a system. It's about a process. Are you benefiting from it? Is it even adding value to your life? I want you guys to think about those things because when we are given this right to be able to vote, it's about empowering ourselves. It's about empowering our community. It's about empowering our county. And it's about making us better people for tomorrow. Please, Liberia, we have been in poverty for a very long time. We need to move forward. And we can only do that by making the right decision, picking the right candidate that have the right leadership skills in mind to be able to lead this country. Thank you.
Thank you. So we take our sister. Okay, let's take Raymond. Raymond, please do 45 seconds, sir.
Liberians, you are a very critical place in your history. The decision we make on the 14th is going to determine whether we recover for the destruction caused by George Weah, the proliferation of drugs, Kush, the killing of all the innocent people who died, who need to cover up corruption, the destruction of the very institution set up by the Unity Party over the past 12 years that was trying to awaken lives. The CDC and all their representatives are liars. They do nothing but lies. Falsehood. Like the Bible said, the devil is like a roomy lion seeking whom to devour. CDC and all the people who stand for CDC are wicked people looking to destroy your lives only that so that they can eat and their bellies can be full and they put on good clothes and they act like there's something that they're not. Please rescue yourself. Joseph Barker is just the face of the rescue mission. The rescue mission is everybody's business, every well-meaning Liberian. On the 14th, show up in your numbers. Go to the ballot box, vote your future, vote your conscience, vote the recovery of the country, vote for the children are yet to come. Look, people say he paid my wife school fees. Yeah, that's called it wife school fees.
10 seconds.
Well, when you graduate, you got a job? Do your parents have money to get you your necessary needs? Let's stop playing.
Thank you.
You're too intelligent for stupid people to play fool out of you. The CDC and all their people, they lack the basic intelligence. Please,
right.
Thank you.
Yeah, Raymond, thank you. But guys, I want us to keep this conversation safer. Let's stop referring to one group of people in a very demeaning way. As much as we can have our disagreements, let's keep it clean. Let's keep it safer,
Okay,
folks.
so Nelson,
I know you say it's not an insult, but there's a way you can tell somebody hello, it will be insulting. There's a way you
I
can tell
agree,
them
right? Nelson,
hello, it will
The
be a
guy,
greeting.
Nelson,
that's arrogant.
Yeah.
what you want? If I was just okay.
The man
Yes.
be trying to statement and say arrogant. CDC, what can if people in our country free them talking about arrogant?
If someone can take lives, take the people wealth, and you call them stupid, that's not even enough to describe the attitude. So that's okay.
Wow. Okay, guys, sorry. Let's make progress. Hannah, can you go ahead? I really don't want my system to go off on me. That's why
Oh.
I
Yeah.
really want to
We're
wrap
working
this
on
up.
time, my brother.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so
All
you can
right.
take 45 minutes, Anna, please.
No problem. I will take the 45 minutes.
45 seconds. Sorry, 45
Okay,
seconds.
understand. My Liberian people, right now, what they can say in Liberia, they say people that are supporting the rescue mission, we behave like that. Une all Liberia. In fact, they say Joseph Waka Medo Nina Liberia. Agree. We agree. When they say we can add that, une all love their country, they tell you say that une all love their country. Because if you will look at everything that is going on in the country, and you still choose to vote for Jawia, they me, and I know what you thinking about. When they tell you, say, for me, I like to argue with sedition too much. Because if there's one thing I understand about them, is the fact that they don't understand. They will go inside for 25 years and you can't convince them. And I'm not trying to convince any sedition. I'm speaking to the conscience of Liberian people. Come out. We came out October 10th. We're coming out again, November 14th.
Thank you.
November 14th, please, Nassim. November 14th, we are coming out. And I beg you, we can't allow Vasco to just make a vain statement and we let it go. No one is threatening to kill Costa's son. That is so sensitive. Please, I will appreciate if you take that little child for in politics.
Sorry.
Take his name off completely. I know that you are trying to be the guessing
want
on
that
the platform, but at least do yourself a favor and don't do that again, because it's terrible. It sounds so horrible for you to sit up here and tell people that rescue mission people are planning. Why would you even do that? That's sick. One individual make a statement, wherever they made that statement, deal with it.
Exactly.
But don't come on this kind of platform and be telling the people that the rescue mission or Unity Party people even planning to kill the son of Henry Costa. That is terrible to
Go
say.
on that platform and
Don't
go
do that
address
again.
it.
You guys
It's not right.
of this
That is all.
Just
If
say
you
what
come out
you say.
November 14th to vote, my people, vote
And
number
let's
one.
control the show.
Vote number one. The only
guys are
two men you will see. They gave you that paper. You don't have to go far. Just check. Or you put X, or you use your fingerprint and vote number one for a better Liberia. We all will testify that Liberia will get better under Joseph Human Boakai. I always say he's the only alternative we have right now for Liberia progress. Thank you so much.
And that was more
Thank
sensitive
you.
than
Thank
even
you.
calling
So,
somebody the English word that means that they don't have sense. Talking about a child's life was mentioned, and Nelson said nothing about it. Not to even ask the panelists to
because Nelson heard a
that
video.
was very sensitive.
An individual.
no one said that here, Vasco.
Nobody.
No one said that
Look,
here.
this
Don't bring it
platform
on
is
this
not a place
platform.
to talk about
You guys are
child's life. That's not a place to
But
say
y'all
such
said
a thing.
we are solo
Be
man.
ethical. You don't say such a thing here.
We are
Be
kill
ethical. Do not say this is not a platform to
You
offer
guys
those
don't say
kind of
we are kill
utterances.
people yet.
Do not utter those utterances on this platform.
That we are government that
We
he's not
expect
speaking
you.
about.
We expect you not
No,
to
we are in
position
government.
those things.
Anything
We
happening
heard
in
it
the
from your
country.
lips. Why should you echo such a denigrating thing on this platform? It should not come from your
Why you
lips.
guys will not smell power?
It should not come from your lips on this platform. Not the place.
I mean, you're close me.
One group of
That's
people.
not the place for this.
Vasco, can you meet yourself? Nelson, if you're at the back, please meet him. I mean, go ahead.
Liberian people, this is what we're talking about. They want to sell Weah, but they don't know what to sell about him. And they talk about somebody lying. Weah is doing so much good. Vasco sitting in America, but he can't go back home. But he will fight to come to America. If my country was doing so well, I don't know what I would be doing here. So, Judge Weah, think about the auditors. Think about your 3 days phone calls. Think about your rice price before Weah got into office. Think about all of those things. Think about what your country used to look like. Clean. Your city. You have somebody there cleaning it. Under the administration. Look at what it looks like now. Somebody in a position that don't even know the job description. They think being a mayor is to be the head of the gang, to threaten everybody that says something. We are supposed to be for the people, but he's sending for all rebel them. For some people calling them heroes. But here, he's the one who care for you. He's the one who come and do this. He's the one who come and do that, as if you don't know what he had already done. Don't let the people, it's like somebody like you hungry and somebody telling you say your stomach full. That's what they're doing to you. They're stealing. You only hear, oh, we have done this, you've done so much. Only them can see it. For you, you don't have eyes to see. They're only there to tell you. Okay? Like you're stupid. No, you're not. Show them November 14th. Come out like you did before on the 14th. Talk about he had more votes. We all know what happened to those ballots and his stuff. Show them. My brother Vasco does not know math. 43% mean more of 100%. That's what he's telling you. Come out and tell him that 43% of 100 is not a majority.
Okay.
Show up on the 14th
Okay, guys.
and vote
Yeah,
for
let me do my
Joseph
closing.
Numa Boaka. Number one, show him that he's doing nothing for you. He's stealing your money. It's not doing you a favor. He's taking away your children. PTA money is not doing you a favor. You have done more for Wea. Wea brought
Thank
your
you.
foreign wife, giving him
Thank you.
giving her $1 million of our money. No president in Liberia wife has ever had that privilege. It went in
Thank
from
you.
Liberia.
Thank
His
you,
brother-in-law taking our goals and Diamond taking it out of the country. That is not doing you a favor. Get up
Vasco,
and vote
can
for
you
a
put
responsible
your
government
seat
come
down,
November
Vasco?
14th in Joseph Numa Boaka. Any other greedy
Thank you.
politician, don't pay them no mind. You're the one going through it. Since you will feed it, not them. The money they are already giving in, they will take it and go. What they gotta do? For Joseph Numa Boaka, number one, November 14th.
Let me do my closing.
Everyone
Yeah, everybody done. Only me, I need to do my closing. My Liberian people.
Guys, let's mute. Let's
Stop it. My man, let me stop. My man, me yourself. Vasco, please me yourself. My Liberian people. All the officials now in Liberia, the CDC officials, have taken their wealth and their children out of the country. Y'all there. Y'all remember. Y'all go to that pool and take the people out of power. They mean no good to the Liberian people. And I will conclude by telling my brother Vasco, no crimes can be referred to anybody. You can't say somebody commit crime and you say you put on everybody, say United Party people is wrong. Costa made him show him bring no evidence, he bring nothing, he just come on and show himself what he could say, and then end of the day, people running with it say they won't kill his son. Nobody will kill his son. His son is well protected in the United States. Nobody will go after his son. His son is innocent to everything his father doing. In the future, history will judge his father. What he's doing for the Liberian people, history will judge him. And with the Liberian people too, we will reward him when George move on in power. You end up being cardboard or you go back to be working in the factory because you don't get one job in our country to do. All that Bugatti is doing that is part fine, you go where you part, you will find. That's me. Liberian people, don't forget, phone number one. Number two, Number two, that invalid vote. All the people that
A and B.
Number two, that invalid vote.
Number two, that invalid vote.
Yeah, number two, that invalid vote.
Hours, 40 minutes. I want to get
number one.
Let me 10 minutes. Oh, man, good.
Let me say this, guys. Let me say this, guys. Wait. Let me say this. All right. For the sake of the medium we are using, we're on radio, mobile. I mean, Francis, I haven't said that. Our sister Anna and Raymond, number one is not invalid vote.
No, I have never made such statement.
I hope we get that right, guys.
I didn't say that.
I didn't
This is part of the public awareness. Is there's 1 and 2 are not invalid votes.
They are not invalid votes, but number 2 is not the right one
you
to
do
vote.
not support.
Yeah,
My
you
fellow,
get people with CDC.
my
You
fellow
get people
Liberians,
with sedition wearing United Party uniform and going to
Thank you very much.
what
Thank you
Nelson
very
is trying
much.
to say is that when you go to the ballot on November 14, vote number 1, Joseph Numa Boakai and Jeremiah Kwanku. Number 1 is the best option for Liberia.
Okay,
Your
you can say
statement
it's
And that's
power.
us. And that's
please
us.
don't tell the people that
But
this
Nancy,
number
you
is
tell
an
her
invalid vote.
No, but
Number
you
two,
were
that
right,
accident.
but you cannot vote number 2 because your feature
Number
is
two,
not
that
there.
accident.
Number two, get the 3 Mason boys. Number 2, get the auditor. Number 2, get all the rebels that they put together for one ticket.
Yes.
But we are
Okay, guys,
winning.
I want to say thank you.
corruption.
Thank to
So we are
everyone.
winning.
Yes.
Thank to everyone.
You have to put your hand
Vasco,
on the
thank you for
shoulder.
being here.
It's a Jackie upon the
Number
shoulder.
two,
Prince
that
Hamon, can you
nastiness, dirty steady.
Prince Hamon, can you remove the
Number
dice?
two, that continuation of
Remove the dice
corruption.
on the
That
screen,
continuation
please.
of
Thank
push.
a lot to all of you.
Number 2,
that we
another
appreciate
47
you.
Yes.
Number 2,
Vote
another
number
47 million. For the
Yes.
cents for the sherry. Y'all can
Vote
get
number
it.
one. Number one.
We are all
Okay, so
Liberians.
guys, that's how
Vote
we
number
do
one.
the credits on the show.
Number one.
Legalization.
We mute. We all talking together, man. We're not doing justice to our audience, guys.
We apologize, but tonight, that JMV we won. Number
Audience,
1.
we're making noise for number one, yeah.
So again, I want to
over.
say thank you to all of you for being here tonight. Though I've been away, stuck up somewhere, but it's a good thing that we're able to have the show.
The man
Thank
said
you,
we can
Raymond.
handle. Okay, I'm
Thank
trying
you,
to put more in
Raymond.
there.
No, I can handle my situation.
No, you can't handle it. You will not handle it. The play right now. I tell you to put a camera on.
I didn't put camera on.
Oh, I tell you.
But I want to say thank you, Raymond. Our sister Hannah Saad. Thanks a lot for being here tonight. She's Minister Holy Ginger Fab. She's a gospel artist as well, and she's a Liberian journalist, and she's here with us. She's gonna be stopping by whenever she has the opportunity. I want to say thanks for being here. To our brother Francis. Francis, thanks a lot for being here. Bibi, thanks a lot for adding that series flavor to the show. We appreciate you.
All right,
And then Vasco. Vasco, I want to say thank you,
That's
man.
what I'm telling her.
Thanks for coming in with the opposing view. We appreciate that. I think that's diversity. That's what we need for our country. Thank you, Vasco.
Number two, invalid vote number 1.
I want to say thank you. Thank you for the many interruptions, but it was minimized today. We appreciate you.
Oh, really? That's what you. Oh, okay.
My man, who's still on the show
Thank
today?
God you give me that. That's what I'll be doing now.
Tomorrow. I will be
Thank
here.
you. So I want to say thank you for holding the ground.
We got enough lies coming from you. We don't want
Let me
more.
say this special one to our guy in studio, Prince Hamon, DJ Magic Finger. I'm all the way a miles away from studio, but he was able to coordinate things, and I'm in here with audio. I want to say thanks to him, DJ Magic Finger, Prince Hamon. Thanks a lot. And that's how I would like to draw down the curtains on the show, man. We'll meet here tomorrow. Y'all will see my face tomorrow. To my face not correct.
But I want to say, the main situation again.
Vasco.
Raymond, I'll call your brother tomorrow. I'll call DMS tomorrow. I tell you.
Bye bye, guys.
George, we have title that he gave you. You know the title that George gave you, Vasco?
Raymond, my brother for the single era there.
Yes,
I don't remember the face.
I mean, all of you, we are brother. But when it comes to everything, we're all different. Don't say the matter, your brother.
Put in Liberia first, Vasco. Put in Liberia first.
Vasco live in Liberia. America and making all this noise.
My man, I see you tomorrow with not glasses. So did I
Vasco, I know I remember you. I couldn't pick up where though.
Y'all right in the fence there.
Yeah, I know. I remember you. I couldn't pick up where.
He did everybody, man.
Yeah, I know. I remember you. Yeah. Nice to meet you again, man.
Go back in the fence, Vasco.
But Vasco,
Just doing well.
I wanted to give you the title that Joe.
Go back in the fence. The country is doing well, remember?
You, my brother.
Look,
Vasco, love to go by the library and live there.
Yes, the country is doing well, remember?
Nobody should run away from this show.
Vasco, not
go back in the fence.
I'll be looking for you and bring you back.
Exactly, we actually he not sedition because the truth.
He's a reaction. Yeah.
2017, the full let's switch to United. But then we actually.
He's a reaction.
Vasco can be hungry.
take my
We
word
actually
to
say,
it.
that my man.
No,
That's
listen,
what I said.
Vasco now. Vasco get a pen right in your hand, right? You hungry, you want to eat. As I said, we are saying you give it. I met Vasco then. We know they plenty.
Buying red $20 US. Joe don't pay you buying red $13.50.
Because you're working for A. In la brother, put a phone because they're working for it. Don't be like comparison.
Exactly.
That's a mistake you always make. Yeah, brother, team price is going up. Team price is going up, but you can afford because
Vasco,
you're
even
working.
people that working at McDonald's here in America.
Was working,
right? People vote, so they ain't put a vet for whatever. We all are working.
No, Vasco, you see, he always say that stuff, right?
Not talking 800 people voted for
Vasco
Weir.
always
No,
ask a crazy
80,000
question about
people did not vote for
700,000
Weir.
people that vote for
We
TV.
are going
Let me
highest.
tell you something, Vasco.
What you call
The
highest
people
vote?
over there, they voted.
That boy don't know, man. 23% of 100% is highest.
We are in power. Then what are coming to power?
Okay, let's see. Okay, wait. You're not gonna wait. Wait now. Don't we have people voting, but send people all in to go buy people voting card. Then say the people let me.
Not Pharisees.
Not Pharisees. How would I impress you?
Exactly.
How would I impress you?
Oblivious to reality.
What? Stop lying to elaborate people.
I'm telling you, real life people don't do important in
Why you
politics.
people to intimidate our people? Why?
So Vasco, you the only one who oblivious to reality?
Don't mind him.
You have blind loyalty for
That's the reaction syndrome.
That's the reaction thinking. They get one by that bird before they give it to them.
Vasco, it's a deviant behavior. If there are 10 persons in the room, can see red and you see brown.
No.
Hold on now, Vasco, let me just say something, right?
Hold on.
If there are 10 persons in the room and all 10 persons see red and you see brown, you are deviant.
Hello?
No.
Guys.
Nancy,
Oh, Nancy said that. I thought your phone go over.
No.
My man, let's see.
But listen, here's what happened, right? Here's what happened.
What happened?
Y'all doing a thing until my computer went off. Now my email that I should use to cut the show off is off with the computer. My charger is not with me. So you see the situation that put me in. That y'all will be on the show from today to tomorrow morning. Nobody will leave from here. All always sleep. I said that why you want it. Nobody
We'll discuss the issues.
So Vasco, you know what we'll do? We'll get you 1 minute to make your point and we'll go around.
Also, serious note, right? Also, serious note. Come on, Vasco. Yes, sir. Listen to this real quick, Vasco. It's one thing to say, okay, the person that's running against George Weah now was there before, so we can compare the two, right? The reason we brought George Weah in 2017 because we saw that, okay, a continuation of United Party maybe was not going to be good. So instead of bringing George Weah in. But now people see, you want to say George Weah did not kill people. Yeah, we're not saying he hold a gun or he shot people. But when was the last time you saw George Weah speaking up about the auditors that died? When was the last time you saw him speaking up about the 3 missing boys and all those people that are being killed under his administration, advocating for a thorough investigation? As a president, as a leader, that's what you're supposed to do. Enforce the law. Talk about we need to get to the bottom of this. When's the last time you heard him say anything about it? Let's assume that he didn't do it. Let's assume that it had nothing to do with him. But as the president of the country, why isn't he coming out to push for thorough investigation?
Can I answer that question before Vasco come in? Can I answer the question?
Let Vasco answer.
No, let me get add on to the question before Vasco answer. Vasco, can I?
Yeah, go ahead.
President Weah made a statement, and the statement that he made was clear. He
boyfriend, girlfriend in the car.
When it's before investigators could even come up with any conclusive statement, President Weah was the first who ran with that. They were making love in the car.
And he made that statement in your church.
In the church behind the pulpit.
In a shrine. That is not a church. Just stop calling it there.
Well, that's how he call it. You know,
that's a shrine.
We're gonna tell you fuck your club.
You go sit there and talk nonsense, blasphemy.
Can you speak to that, Vasco?
Okay, let me tell you one thing. You see, the mistake most of you guys usually make is that we run government here. We're not running child play something. Okay. It comes to
the thing is annoying.
It comes to the issue of death. The president will not just jump up and go start explaining.
Oh, you get drum and tell the people say
And
tell
you
the people
laugh,
say the
Vasco.
have
No,
boyfriend
I'm
and
not letting
girlfriend
you
in
finish.
car.
Vasco, I'm not letting you finish.
No, you
I'm
see,
not letting you
No, but mute.
That's nonsense. Even the
But the man
US,
say the president not
even
drum
in
up,
the
but he can
US,
drum up to tell the
when
people say the have
police
boyfriend and
started
girlfriend in
stuff
car.
like that, the
Making
president
boyfriend
can
and
speak.
girlfriend play in
And
car.
stop laughing. If you want to be honest with
Deception,
yourself,
man.
okay, don't insult the Liberian people. Talk
no,
about that
let's
child here. The president is the chief executive officer. All right. So even if he's not taking side, the least he can do is push for a thorough investigation. He can say he
Enforce
want
the
to get to the
law.
bottom of it. He shouldn't take side. I'm
He's
not
the
asking
chief
him to
of
take side.
he's the chief
So
executive.
insult the Liberian people here.
But man, we're running our government. Everybody got responsibility. When it comes to death, people killing people who have the justice ministry, they will go into that matter.
That's true.
But the executive can still interfere within all the ministry, man.
Everybody have the vote of
so you can come out and
Wait, Francis.
President, wait. President, where ain't land. I will correct him. Go ahead.
Everybody have the role to play. That's different sector.
Okay.
Come to death,
we
have the justice ministry. And
Good.
all these people that die, all saying this and that, we never have investigation. We never have a top set report coming in. But all the things that you're blind, you can hear it.
Can I ask you a question?
Wait. I mean, let the man land. 30 seconds. Fast it.
You're not land. Me asking one more question.
Process of death. But you said that because you take the opposition thing and put it on your head. A blind eye.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. I mean, ask your question. Quiet.
Okay.
So
this is.
Wait now, Vasco, you already land. Let I mean ask a question now.
Which one? Yeah. Which one?
Can you mute?
No investigator.
I'm Vasco, I'll meet you. I'll put you behind the back.
That is the reason why today you are lying here. You are Jefferson County today. Your United Party woman is in jail. Her own daughter in the house. They wanted to lie again.
My man,
let's go stop lying here.
Vasco,
Vasco, don't insult our intelligence. Vasco, stop.
Exactly.
Don't insult our intelligence. We're sharing a platform with intelligent people and stop
Vasco,
that.
you make your point.
Vasco, be respectful. Vasco, be respectful.
I'll put you to the back. You gotta listen or I'll put
Do
you to the
you
back.
have any motive of the woman killing her daughter? The
Vasco,
people, the person that said
hold on,
had a
bro.
spirit in his eye.
Vasco, hold on now,
Vasco, please
bro.
be quiet. You already
Vasco,
talk. Let everybody else
you're not
talk.
the most eloquent person.
Exactly.
You don't have
Let everybody
commendable
else
words.
talk.
Hold on now,
Okay.
bro.
So you get up.
Hold
You
on.
can bring
Right?
You can bring the lady name
We are
up here.
sharing this as an intellectual discourse. Stop insulting our intelligence by just
Seriously.
running on with a lot of things that can come out of your mouth. Right?
Oh, my woman
You're
killed her
talking to
own
intelligent
daughter.
people.
Are
So
you
let's
even listening to
respect each
yourself?
other as equals. That the things you're discussing, others have understanding of it. You're not talking to people in elementary school and you teacher that you know lecturing them and instilling understanding.
Yeah, but brother,
Stop running with too much information and misinformation. The people you're talking to are probably more sophisticated than you or your peers. So you talk to them from a level of, on par. So I beg you, bro, the information you disseminate here. Now we're having a conversation about ourselves. Just respect.
I wish I could. Yeah. So. I mean, your question.
So, like I was saying,
Vasco.
before he started spilling out.
Vasco.
Yes.
That is one ask a question. From there, we can move on. Quiet.
It's more like let's say a statement. He just said that when someone died, the justice minister this, everybody have their own place. There are a lot of deaths that go on, like school, any shooting or whatever. Joe Biden comes up, or whoever is the president comes up and address the situation. You, as a president, addressing the situation doesn't mean you're doing an investigation. You're telling the public that you know about it. Vasco, can I please
keep
talk?
quiet for a minute and let someone else to talk?
Can I please talk?
Vasco, keep quiet, bro. Vasco, keep quiet.
You know, by you discussing it and letting the public know, like you know about it and you showing concern, doesn't mean you are supposed to go and do the investigation. No one is telling you that we're supposed to be the one to get up and go do investigation. He should have said something for auditors. That's somebody, people from in his own government. If he couldn't say anything at all was to come up and talk about them in a demeaning way like that to something, and that was his job. But saying, acknowledging the situation that in the country of rape, killing, and all of that, acknowledging that it's a problem. That's just the minister's job. But he is coming up and demeaning these people that already lost their lives, telling them that boyfriend, girlfriend, that's what he's supposed to do as a president, right? You coming on, that's what
Thank you.
women's telling
Thank
you.
you.
Don't come up here and be talking to people like he's talking to a bunch of seditious.
Thank you.
We
Thank
know
you.
what's going on, and we got more knowledge, maybe than you, or
Vasco,
even like you. Don't come in and tell us like somebody killed that child because you sedition put it out and said she did it, so that means that's why happened. No, we all know what happened.
Thank you. Let me tell you, Vasco, you see, anything like happen to other people, right? Put it in your shoe and see that person happen to have that family feel. Today you on the show, you on a platform and saying all those things. But you forgetting to realize that George Weah, your president, went on his pulpit, according to what he said, that the people were doing girlfriend and boyfriend things. So they left in the car, carbon dioxide killed them. Let me ask you the question. If all the people, God forbid, if the people that you are related to, if the George Manuel Weah come out and say that thing, how will you feel?
God forbid.
You mute. You mute. You mute.
The president was speaking based on the information he got.
No.
Yes.
You got no information. So how? Listen. You see, that's it. That look.
So what was the
Stop yourself. Come. Wait. Listen now.
Guys, let me just ask us to read that right. If you ask Vasco,
what was the cause of death from those people that died in the car? If you guys rather informed, if you ever listening to Ministry of Information press briefing where we had the pathologist telling the people, did you guys listen to that?
The pathologist said because they were doing boyfriend and girlfriend, I killed them.
You got any some pathology in that, bro? They're all that better agree. All the look, that bureau, the system, the entire system in Labra is surrounded with corruption.
So Malva,
they told you said that they were doing boyfriend and girlfriend, and that's why I killed them.
I want to ask the both of you a question.
In the car.
Amy and Malva.
In the car.
Amy and Malva, can I ask the both of you a question?
And a lot of people have died. Y'all sit down here last time, around Pinsway, around SKD way, after somebody graduated.
Go ahead, Raymond.
Almost everybody now.
Vasco's still speaking. He will not allow me to.
Because of the smoke from the generator. It killed everybody.
All right, Vasco, let me ask Amy and Malva a question, yeah, Chief. You guys expect to squeeze orange and get mango juice out of it?
I know, right?
I mean,
that's a good question.
Raymond, you can be 10 years. I got the facts. It had to be, but I got the facts.
Alternative facts.
Vasco, can you allow me ask my question, bro? Can you give me a little space to talk?
I got it facts.
Vasco, can you please give me space to talk?
Anything I bring out,
Vasco, can you give me space to talk, my brother? Or you just want to disrupt us? You don't want us to have a conversation?
Go ahead.
I'm asking Malva and Amy a question. Do you expect to squeeze orange and get mango juice out of it?
Not at all.
Not
at all.
Do you expect Vasco to say the truth here or be factual in his discussion?
No.
So the essence of asking Vasco the question, you're expecting a
it's
different
useless,
result
right?
After
no,
you're leave Vasco alone, man.
No, I mean I loving this one because I think we interact, you know. But
Vasco, I have a question.
I need to a lot of stuff.
Vasco, someone has to talk now. Vasco, man. It doesn't show strength when you talk over people's head, Vasco.
Okay, but
it shows strength when you can tolerate other people's voices.
When you guys allow me to ask them questions.
No, please allow someone else to talk.
Okay,
can you allow someone else to talk?
You question?
Can you allow someone else
Vasco,
to talk?
can I say something, please?
Go ahead, man.
Okay, we have our other panelists. Mickey want to say something, so.
Oh, you can't video, yeah.
We're waiting for Nelson to mount.
I said, Joe, we have it, or Spotika.
Okay, Mickey, you're live.
Okay, good evening to everybody. I want to speak. Vasco laughing. You know why he's laughing? Vasco, let me speak to you directly, bro. Sometimes it's better you don't speak to things that you are not clogged with. Some feel that you have absolutely not a single insight about. And I say this to say, because when you do those things, then people take you for a joke. People take you for granted. People don't take you to be serious. You do not have to speak towards every single subject. If you do not have information about it, just don't speak about it. Not speaking about it makes you look, it has a very positive optics than you speaking about something you don't know. Now, let me go to the issue, right? When you talk about the death, listen, Vasco, you can monopolize the whole conversation.
No, I said go to the issue.
Death of the people, when you talk about the death of the people, the auditors, Apple Peters and Gifty Lama the late, right? And I hear you speaking about the autopsy report. If you knew anything about carbon monoxide, how it affects people or how it kills people, you would have been ashamed that our government will put out such a pathological report. It doesn't make sense. Carbon monoxide doesn't kill people in an open.
To you.
Not to me. You are entitled to your opinion. You're not entitled to facts. Facts are facts. Carbon monoxide can only kill people in an enclosed environment, like in a secluded place. For instance, that's why I would tell you when you try to start your car or warm your car up, open your garage door, because you have to create a space for the carbon monoxide to leave that enclosed environment. Broad Street, Snapper Hill, where that car was parked with the dead people found in it, that is an open space. There is no way carbon monoxide can kill somebody in an open space. That's why I say, if you do not understand certain things, just don't speak towards that, because it makes you look bad. Carbon monoxide cannot kill somebody in an open space. And secondly, it was very, very, very unprofessional, inappropriate, and stupid for a president of a nation to come up in a public space and say,
I use that kind of word. I would not give you the time to talk. You don't use that word, the president is stupid, this and that. You guys need to be clear.
Do you have authority to tell a grown man how he speaks?
President,
Vasco, please, you do not own this show. You do not have dominance on this show. Give another voice the opportunity to speak. Nobody cut you off when you're speaking.
We're not on the radio now. We all
be respectful. That doesn't mean because you're not on the radio, you should
Guys,
not
I got legends on the phone.
You guys shouldn't be
Vasco, Mickey is wrapping up now. Let him wrap up.
I insulting anybody. I'm not telling you as a Joseph.
You don't have the right to tell someone how to speak. That's what the freedom of speech. You're responsible for his speech. You're not responsible for his speech.
You don't know when you sit on the show and talk.
You are not responsible for his speech. He's an adult.
People who went to school to learn about this thing, they gave the report. Then you say,
Vasco, did you go to school?
So why should I listen to y'all?
Vasco, did you go to school?
What? I never went to school. I didn't go to school.
You know I went to school?
I didn't go to school at the president. But I can educate you guys. I went to school. So you see the difference?
Okay, so Vasco,
why the man says a fight?
I can educate you guys. I went to school.
Vasco, the major educated you. Go take that.
No, I beg you. I'm not listening to that trash because saying that's a complete trash.
Yeah, Vasco. And be
people went
civilized.
to school, they learn, their feet, they study. They kind of get report. That like Miguel listen to. Miguel is a pathologist.
So garbage in, garbage out, right?
Yeah, that's why Miguel put it out.
You absorb it.
Miguel's putting garbage out.
Garbage in, garbage out.
Yesterday he said, John, we are brought a company. John, we are
Vasco, someone else want to talk now.
Vasco, we got people on their phone. Come on.
But the
Yeah,
man when I speak
make
all
you
day,
wrap
when he
up.
giving me
Let
chance
me
to talk, the man already made a point. I
point.
thought the man would take it back. The war he used on the president, he had to take it back. Then I will get a chance to go
Vasco,
ahead.
you misbehavior. You will not come out on the show again.
No problem, bro.
So, no, it's your
No
image.
problem. Thank
Vasco,
God
what you're
Yossi
doing, you're
not here.
selling your
This
image
is
in a
not a
very
show.
negative way.
No. Mickey, can I use the war on the president? And I said, yeah.
You
Either
who?
you take me off the show, or
Vasco, who are you?
Mickey, take the war back.
Baba, move him on the show.
Yeah, moving from the show. I'll go. I know tomorrow next
But be
we'll be back.
respectful to the other people that
Mickey
sit here and
Rapper,
share,
yeah.
bro.
No, I'm not.
Mickey, go ahead.
Listen, bro. Let me friend here. They think I'm not fighting. No amount of anger will make a candidate to win election in Liberia.
There's no
You myself not even making decision without your head or more talking.
But
You
no,
say
you're
all
talking
the
over
West
other
thing you
people's
say about
head.
Georgia.
Vasco, just keep
Higher
silent and
number
allow
of
other
votes.
people to talk, my brother. Keep silent.
Right. But if Mickey come back and use the word, I will speak over it. Go ahead, Mickey.
But that was stupid of George. We have to say that.
You see, no problem. You see, y'all keep showing yourself to the people. Y'all go ahead.
No,
Y'all can use
The word
words.
stupid has a definition, bro.
No, y'all go ahead. Y'all use your words.
Yeah.
The Liberian people listening to us. Y'all use your words.
Let me land.
Let Mickey.
It was a very stupid decision on his part to come up. It was not just stupid, it was insensitive. Listen, even if you charge, even if you have a hand in the death of those people, there is something called prudence. Maybe Vasco doesn't know that, as he said.
I didn't go to school.
Prudent
But at least I can educate you.
It was not prudent at all for a leader of a country. It was very insensitive. Those people who died, they have family members who were grieving at the time.
Man, y'all take no, those people die. Y'all forget about these people that discuss about election. Why you bring about them?
Did he just say, "Don't forget about those people"? Is that what he just said?
All the people that die in the country are the opposition.
Wow.
You see who care about people?
It's a waste of time, so I'm going, man.
Can you?
People time here.
Can we talk about your family member like that? Can we talk about your deceased family member like that? And so let's forget about them.
Guys, I told you,
now the
having
only thing
this
you gotta run
conversation
campaign
with Vasco is a waste of your time.
You guys
and
don't
energy,
care
bro.
about people. We see that
Vasco
today.
is
You're
bent-
threatening people's lives. 7-year-old
Vasco
baby.
is bent on being irrational. I think we should leave and let Vasco to stay on the line by himself and just
legends
say
on the phone,
everything
you
he wants
guys.
to say. And I can tell you, once we leave the audience, we'll leave Vasco because nobody.
No, y'all leave. I leave.
Vasco.
I
Listen,
won't be here.
listen. Go ahead, legend.
That's why I
Listen.
say you need to be the.
All right, how you guys doing,
person
Studio Raymond, my brother? How you doing, Raymond?
I'm good, my brother.
And,
How you doing?
I'm doing great. Vasco, this is your senior man, Elston the legend, and my greetings to you.
Don't
and
tell me a
thanks
senior
everyone for
man. You
getting me
fully small picking from Matari that you can tell me
Vasco,
senior
when we play in the Liberia
You
Sub-Community
saw
National
Tobo?
League,
You
I
saw
was a
Tobo
bigger
before
player
you
than
tell me
you, so
small.
you remain my. I reminded you the other day, but that's beside the point. Let's get to why we're here. I'm a bigger name in soccer than you, so I'm your senior man. You know that.
Man. You
We're
ever
in the
play
same league.
off?
But let's forget about that and get to the
You
issue.
went to
This
play off?
a recent accord. Well, first of all, you said two things that are very outlandish. You said that you have your Ministry of Justice that should be handling stuff like our people death. Okay, we understand. But what happened when something that was open in the eyes of the Liberian people, you all had this $100 million drug case that went to your Justice Ministry. I repeat, $100 million drug case. It went to your Ministry of Justice. What happened? A winnable case that we had to get a lot of funds. 100 million. You all dropped the ball in that case. Your Justice Ministry, through your president influence, you have removed a certain Justice Minister, Kabina Jana, for which reason I can tell you to get to a larger extent, the Muslims and the Afro people, they are never going to, and they were never going to endorse CDC. And it's clear, like today, they have endorsed United Party through their leader. Now, secondly, the last and final point I'm going to strike.
That question you asked me was making statement. Because you had a United Party people, you know question and statement.
Let me land. You brought a Henry Costa blatant lie, and he said that the people threatening his son and his ex-wife filed or complained in the United States of America, the great United States of America is what we're talking about. Mind you, Henry Costa said that Ambassador Bwaka said a whole lot of things, and he brought a receipt. He brought a screenshot, and he was showing it to the Liberian people. Now, if your son was talking and you have the text messages, Henry Costa with that loud mouth, that fellow who talked with a lot of blasphemy, you will not bring a receipt with messages and bring the police report that his ex-wife found. He came and made a flagrant statement, very outlandish statement, and then he expected like people to be. If that was true, he would have brought receipt, meaning he would have brought a screenshot, the messages screenshot, and the police report that his ex-wife found that his son was being threatened. So I found that to have no iota of truth. When you come on this platform, there's a platform of reputable people, and like Raymond said, a lot of people who are a lot more smarter than you are, and you know that. So speak truth. I will be on tomorrow by God's will, and I will be able to report and refute all the lies that you spill on the platform. If John Weah was so popular in 2017, the Liberian people voted for him. They bought their own t-shirt. Today, they are buying for t-shirt and paying them huge sums of money. We all know what happened. Why Henry Costa joined them. We know so many people joined them. But tomorrow, I will be on the show, and I will be able to counter you with all your blatant lies that you're telling them while the Liberian people continue to suffer. If Liberia is doing so well, you go to Liberia and stay there with George Weah, the senior military president. Yeah, he doesn't read well. He doesn't write well. He doesn't attend debates. He's a senior military president. And we are not afraid. We speak our mind because the people who look up to you are the people who got to get funds for you. But someone like myself, I am well off. I'm doing great. And I don't need George Weah penny. And he cannot give me a penny. So I will speak against it. I will speak against the government. And I will remain forceful until this government is removed. Guys, I want to say thank you all for affording me the opportunity. I appreciate you, Amy, a lot. I appreciate Raymond. And Vas come up again to back WhatsApp tomorrow. We'll talk to you.
Sure.
Thank you, guys.
I thought you were asking me a question.
So maybe
you guys are asking me a question, or you want me to ask your question?
Vasco, the other people got a right to participate on the show.
To tell you when Unity Party put take power. Look at Raymond back there. All of guys that beyond Raymond down at the 16, 17, and I wanted that background Raymond you got. All of you that tell you 16, 17. That's why I won't care about our country. Hey, you're not the old.
Yeah. What happened to you?
Vasco da Gama, the lion man.
Oh man.
How you know their ages? You see another.
Just
see image and you call age and just show brother you clueless.
Anyway, I'll let your need rescue. Y'all rescue everything.
These are first-time voters who are making a statement.
Gentlemen,
and I'm
I
re-echoing.
want to ask you my question, please. You guys support Joseph Bwaka, okay? I want to know. Bwaka is the longest serving man in Liberian government. Don't forget about the Dotan, the Tobotan. But Bwaka, the 12 years as vice president, Bwaka had a budget of $2 million annually. And Bwaka served as vice president for 12 years. I want to know today, my people, the kind of news we hear around. So you, I don't know how you look at it, but to me, I feel so it be so disgraceful for our former vice president for cheering to be dragging our president around. Oh, I gave him money, I buy a transformer, I do this. After 12 years, Bwaka could not. 2 years after the 12 years, Bwaka couldn't maintain himself or to take care of himself. Bwaka went broke. He even came out publicly and told everybody he was living alone. So my question to you, what did Bwaka do with the money he worked for?
All right, so I will be the first to attempt your question. The difference is those who got integrity take their paycheck home, use their paycheck to sustain themselves.
Exactly.
They do not go into government and overnight become rich, steal the Liberian people money, and keep it for themselves so that they can do the worst with it. I would draw a parallel between Bwaka and George Weah. And I'll also show the difference. They both serve in government. Bwaka served a longer period Just give me a minute, I'll be back.
What the Baka do with money and what can Baka show for the time he served in government? And you know, what can Baka show? Say, this is Baka.
All right, I'm sorry for the distraction.
Project.
I'm back.
Raymond, okay,
hold on now. Let me speak. Let me end
my
my thought, my brother. Don't distract me, please.
Yeah.
No,
What
please.
He heard you,
Hold on. You speak after me.
He heard you.
What
He
can
heard
you
the
show
question.
also? I hope you understand.
I said
that
no.
question.
Just give me a chance now, bro.
Yeah.
When you were asking the question, everybody kept quiet and allow you to learn your talk.
No, I'm listening. Go ahead, brother.
So he maintained his family, his home that he lived in for over 40 years. He's content with the little. And let me print a picture for you. The leaders should not be extremely rich than the people they lead.
No.
If you live in a society, there shouldn't be a huge gap between those who are the leaders and the people they lead. So Bouaka, life he lives, looks like the average middle class of a Liberian person. And that's how our leaders should reflect us. They should be a part of us. Unlike George Weah, who plays soccer, play for the likes of AC Milan, Monaco, and the likes, even Chelsea. And other footballers like Samuel Eto'o, Didier Drogba, and others did immensely well in the countries they came from, the poor countries they came from. Even Nwankwo Kanu got several hospitals that are dedicated only to heart surgery in Nigeria, where he used people like Terry Henry and other Arsenal players to donate to his project. Unlike George Weah, the home that he built himself in the same rehab as Joseph Bouaka. When Joseph Bouaka left government, the home that Joseph Bouaka lives in far better than the home George Weah was living in after his footballing career.
What can Bouaka show?
Hold on, bro. I'm speaking. Do not interrupt me. You asked the question.
Okay. Raymond.
Do not interrupt me, bro.
Guys,
Let's be
are we here?
respectful.
Raymond?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think I just reconnected with the guy in studio. So we want to say thanks to everyone. We're about to shut down. Officially shut down.
Nelson?
I've got access to
You're not gonna spoil part of here?
So we're about to shut down. I want to say thanks to everyone, man. Thank you, Raymond. Thank you, Bibi. Thank you, Vasco. And thanks to Amy as well.
Right.
Vasco, you got saved by the belt. Thank you.
Bibi, bro, before you got my equipment.
Yes, sir. A special one from the CEO stand with the spoon. And your boy, right in the South America. George on the beat.
Okay, so guys, have a good night. Join us tomorrow. Bye-bye.